What's really good, man? Welcome to another show of the Courtnee Edgar Show. But today is Tuesday, so you already know it's Banter and Barter Tuesday, bro. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar, and we got the crew here with me. Listen, bro, we got some fire topics for y'all tonight. So listen, we got some lengthy topics too, and we're gonna get real controversial tonight because it's gonna be some touchy, feely type of conversations. But it's all good. It's what we're here for, man. So let's get into it. Hey yo, how y'all feeling, bro? What's going on with y'all, man?
Everything Gucci, dog. Working and shit. That's it, man.
I got the lokes on that day.
I got the Lokes on today, dog, because I wasn't able to take my grown up nap before we get on, so it's gonna be a
You take your old man nap?
yeah, dog. It's 12 o'clock here, dog. So
They locked in. How you feeling,
man,
Mark?
I'll pump this fucking short weekend, bro. Short week.
Say you having a short week.
Yeah, 4th of July. Fucking ready. I'm ready to start that bitch off early.
All right.
yeah,
How you feeling, JB?
Well, I mean, hey, I ain't got to work on Friday, so that's what I mean. That's what I'm pumping.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Shit must be nice.
right.
Yeah, we were working a little bit.
It's call out.
I ain't gonna do too much.
Finna get that OT.
How you feeling, big dog?
Shit, feeling good.
I bet then. So listen, bro, we ain't gonna waste no more time. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and hit that notification bell. So listen, this is what I like to call the quick snaps, bro. This is just gonna be a topic that we gonna talk about that we came across on TikTok or something that we came across on X. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it, maybe 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll move on. All right.
A man disrespect his baby mom and still be a good father?
No. Yeah, these bitches be disrespecting these niggas. These hoes be so fucking disrespectful. Fucking all these different niggas using their kid. They want the nigga more than the baby. These hoes be having baby for these niggas to trap niggas and don't give a fuck about the baby. Baby be fucked up, sick, don't got no schooling, all type of shit. Man, fuck that bitch. Now, sometimes I gotta tell a nigga, when I see a situation, she's sitting there trying to control your life, control who you talk to. Man, fuck that hoe. Come get this good pussy. I'ma cook for you better. That bitch over there making shepherd's pie. I'ma make you that steak how you like it. And I'ma take care of them kids. And I'ma do your daughter hair. And I'ma take them to school. I'ma love you for real.
A man disrespect.
So what are y'all thoughts? Look, anybody can go. Anybody can go, bro. What's y'all thoughts?
I say so what's the question it asked again? It said can a man be a good dad if he disrespect the baby mom?
Yep. Yeah, can a man disrespect his baby mama and still be a good father?
I would say no, but I agree 100% what she's saying. But the only reason I say no is because it's just one of those situations where if you got kids, they're gonna see how you treat their mom. At the end of the day, that's your baby mom, but that's their mom. You know what I'm saying? So if you treat them like that, their perception of like who you are as a person gonna be kind of skewed growing up. So. But I agree with what she say though. Like I say, forget that B, whatever, all that stuff. But me, I'll probably be that dad to be like, I'm good on you. I'm just here for the kid. Goddamn, you tripping?
What you got, Marcus?
Yeah, man. Bro. I think I don't think you should be disrespecting her, but I mean, if that doesn't mean that she gives you some attitude, you can't respond back to it. But all in all, I think if you ain't with her no more, at least in front of the kids, you probably shouldn't disrespect her. No, you shouldn't. I mean, it shouldn't be no reason you should disrespect them anyways. I mean, if you ain't over her yet, try to get her back. If she won't get you back, then you gotta figure that shit out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if she was coming about like, because a lot of times what I see is, I mean, these chicks be like she was saying, man, they just be fucking terrible to deal with, man. So it's kind of hard, to have that real good relationship with you, what you would want it to be, because some of these chicks is unbearable. But I mean, if you could help it, man, definitely be respectful.
That's fair. What you got? What you got, Unbiased Raw?
Oh, y'all brought it to the Toxic King, huh?
Yeah. Give us that perspective.
Goddamn, ain't nobody worry about that bitch. Of course, you can be a good dad and get into it with your mom. If she want to be petty and do all this other stuff, that's on her. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you got going on. But this is my kid at the end of the day. And if I'm trying to be here for my kid, I don't really give a fuck about all them feelings and stuff you got going on. I mean, y'all been letting women fucking weaponize kids against the men for years. And let the sisterhood tell it. They're good moms. So the fuck I look like fucking gotta kiss asses. Nah, fuck you. It's my kid. And I'm gonna do for my kid what needs to be done. Now, as far as what Max said, he is right. Like, you know, at the end of the day, that's their mom. They might look at it as type of way, but shit. As far as the girls, they might just slide into a fucking sisterhood themselves when they grow up and take that shit to the grave. It is what it is. Them boys gonna hit an age where they be like, you know what? I see what type of time daddy was on. Like, shit. I thought the shit was fucked up, but now that I'm out here and I'm fucking player one dealing with these hoes, maybe half of the shit he did wasn't half bad. At least he took care of me. So I don't know. That's just how I fucking see it.
So let me ask y'all a question. If your name in front of the kids and he disrespect the baby mama,
she gonna catch some strays, dog, depending on what type of day and how many times you came at me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It be like, dog, you doing too fucking much, dog. Like, what? The kids ain't even right here. You tripping?
You doing?
I don't know, man.
If it ain't in front of the kids, give me throat. The fuck is you arguing with me for?
Yeah.
I
don't know, man. I don't want to say some stupid shit like, you know, that this shit don't never happen. But I mean, in a realistic situation, I don't never see dudes just out of pocket being disrespectful to their baby mamas and shit. Like that's more of a woman kind of thing. I don't think dudes really roll like that.
Do y'all think it's
like
disrespect?
They might respond back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do y'all think it's disrespect when they respond, they match the energy, or like not even match it? It's just like they just, all right, it's enough, and they went over what she did. Do y'all think that's disrespect, or you think it's justified?
I think there's a breaking point. I do think that a lot of men, they endure a lot, and so when you constantly getting this baby mama who's constantly going against the grain and she constantly talking shit about you, and you keep holding it in, and you just keep look. I'm chilling, like chill out. You going the other way, you know what I'm saying? You turning the other cheek, but then at one point you just say, man, fuck what you talking about. Get the fuck out of my face, you bum ass bitch, you dusty ass hoe. And you start going in on this like, oh, you disrespectful. That's the kid's mom. Nah, nigga. I've been going through this shit with her for 10 fucking years and I ain't said nothing. Now on the 11th year, I decided to say fuck that hoe, and now I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say regardless. Now I ain't gonna do it in front of the kids, but guess what? I'm gonna let that hoe know what's up.
Yeah, I just think, bro, I'm just looking at some. It's like it's becoming more prevalent. Like it's like becoming more prevalent when kids, you just shacking up and y'all end up having kids. It seems like it don't work, but a lot of times the women are trying to, because the relationship didn't work, they use it as leverage to like get up under your skin, because maybe y'all break up and it is what it is, and it was no foundation there in the first place, but they be trying to act like it was. You know, it's like we were just kicking it and we were smashing, and then now we got a baby. You keeping it, fine, that's cool. I want to be in a child life, but it just become toxic, because I think one of the situation is when people have kids, now you gotta like step up and you got your expectation of like how you want things to go with the child, and y'all not on the same page at all. So then it's just a blow up.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, because a lot of these women look at it like literally you gotta jump through fucking hoops to be able to have that like luxury of taking care of your kid, and it's got to be on her terms. I mean, that's what I see. That's what I see like in real life type shit. Like it's got to be on her terms, and if it ain't on her terms, you fucking up. and her terms could be, I'm gonna put you through shit, and that proves to me that you want to do this, and it's ass backwards, bro, like crazy as fuck. And then all her girls are gonna support her. Everybody in her life is gonna support her, saying, you know, he ain't shit. And it's like, yo, like, you know, the dude get off at 5 o'clock. You tell me, gotta pick up his kid by 5:10, and they ain't there. Then like, you know, tough shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to make it tough.
Right.
It's like step up, but I want you to step up how I want you to step up. And if you
Yeah,
outside
exactly.
that, if you outside how I want you to step up, now it's a problem.
Yep.
And now, now it's kind of like, you know how some chicks, when you be trying to date them and they want to put you through hoops so you can prove that you the man that of what I want you to do and everything. Now I'm put you through that hoop. It's kind of like the same thing with the kids. But
you ain't gotta put me through hoops. All I gotta do is pull this zipper down. You can see I'm the man when the elephant trunk come out. Fuck else we want me to prove?
That's usually how I end up. That's how I end up though, because it'd be like, oh, I'm about to put him through and thinking he just waiting for you and everything. He out doing what he doing with other chicks, and then you finally give it to him, and then he get it. Oh, he just up and changed. Like, nah, it ain't no changing. I was just doing what I gotta do.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, now you get,
God gave me the coin and he gave her the slot. Let's gamble.
Then you get it, right? You get it, and you be like, man, I ain't gotta deal with that BS no more, dog. I'm out.
Bruh, hell nah, bruh. Listen, man, that was the quick snap for the beginning of the show, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure I hit that notification bell. So listen, I want to go to the next topic, which is the topic that y'all see on the thumbnail and in the title. Mr. DDG and Miss Halle Bailey with this toxic ass shit that they got going on. So we gonna dive into it. I just call it just a YN in the thigh pocket. That's all I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for what it is. YN in the thigh pocket. That's all this bullshit going on. So I'm gonna play a video, and then there's a little meme that's kind of talking about them, and then we'll just kind of get into it and start talking about it. All right.
I wasn't even gonna follow through with what I was gonna do, but now I'm finna put it together right now. I don't know if I could be post that. Hey, nigga. But now, all right, hey, he gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going, y'all. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even gonna follow through with what I was gonna do, but now I'm finna put it together right now. I don't know if I could be post that.
All right, and this is another meme on it. It says, when DDG moved on with a new woman, the sisterhood said he didn't love his son and called him a narcissist. But when Halle Bailey moves on, they praise her for protecting her peace and living her best life. So, who wants to go first on this one?
Man, I'll go, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
We already know what it is. It's a sisterhood, bro. It's one of those. They are benevolent suck ups to the sisterhood, bro. That's all it is. Women can't do no wrong, even when they operate out of degeneracy, bro. They hype degeneracy up the most because you should accept them with everything they come with. So now how she acting, how she moving, like what he's been describing is showing slowly but surely, right? And I don't think it's a YN versus a toxic woman. I think she's just a toxic woman, and DDG at his age, I say if anybody was his age, once you hit your point, bro, it's like, I don't care. He's not disrespecting her at all, right? He just moving by his life. They broke up, and that's what it is. She using the kid for leverage, because I think women, they live in this should-based reality where in their head things supposed to go exactly how it should go, right? So that's what's going on right now. It's like, it's always, you need to step up and take care of your chick, like I said before, but I want you to do it like how I want to. So he been stepping up and he's actually trying to be in his child's life, but she's making it hard. I don't understand why the hell. And this is how you know she toxic, bro. Why the hell you paying a nanny while you working in Italy and you want the kid and you don't want him to see it? And you putting all these restrictions. He can't be with the child after 6. He can't leave within 3 miles of the where they staying at. The nanny actually got to be there. So you mean to tell me you're paying somebody to be in a toxic situation where he could have been at the crib, the baby could have been at the crib with him and his family, ain't no crazy stuff going on with the family,
right?
And you don't even have to pay nothing, and you can go to your freak off with your new guy. So you in Italy freaking off with the new guy, taking pictures and shit, and you got the baby there while the nanny is watching. Like, what kind of mom is that? Well, he could have been with the dad, and you didn't have to pay for a nanny, and you didn't have to have all these restrictions. Like, that kid is his son too, and his son got a grandma, a cousin, an uncle, and all that type of stuff, and you stripping that time away just because you on some toxic shit.
That's fair.
Yeah, bro. I never got that shit when someone, when they break up, when a couple breaks up, the woman just acts like this motherfucker can't boil water, like definitely can't take care of his own kid. Like I don't get that shit. Like, this motherfucker can't do nothing by himself. Like, he's gonna actually hurt his own kid to get to her. Like that just don't make no damn sense. And for some reason, like, it's almost like an automatic, bro. Like, women just think you're just a piece of shit, and you do anything in spite of them, which you probably neglecting your kid, which is, I think it's stupid. It's
the crazy thing, they fuck him. They literally have a baby. You gave this man the highest honor, but you treating him like shit.
Yeah, treat him like shit.
It's dumb as
And
shit.
like you said again, you spending money on a nanny, and you got your dude here. Like you said, you ain't got to spend money on it. Then get quality time with his fucking parent.
Like,
I just think
that kid gonna grow up and say, "Mom, you really hired a nanny to watch me when I could have been kicking it with my dad."
I think they just do it for leverage, man. And I don't know if they don't see it that way in their own fucked up mind. They think it's like they're actually benefiting the kid, which they're not. It's just, it's 100% like just leverage. Like, they want some sort of control over you, even after you ain't together no more, which is crazy.
She just
I still think it's YN behavior though.
How?
Oh yeah,
bruh. Every toxic motherfucker, bruh. We know who toxic chicks are before we even fuck them, but we still do.
You calling her YN?
No, I'm calling DDG a YN. He still know. He still understood what was going on, but he still decided to nut off in that.
Yeah, they were still together, but
that's fine. That's fine. But that's
what
still
I'm saying is,
that's why anything that goes against the grain is YN behavior to me.
What I'm saying is, like, they was together, and like I said before, people just be smashing. They don't be planning for a baby. Then it happens, and then once the baby was here, or some time before that, it was some time before that, you start seeing people how they is, and then that's the reason why he broke up with her. Because I think it was like she cheated on him, or she was talking to some other guy, so he left her alone.
So you broke up. With her.
Ain't he from Michigan? DDG?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
He a suburb baby or he a hood baby?
Man, I couldn't tell you. I ain't that deep into it.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I think he might be from Michigan. I think they said like Pontiac or some shit, but I don't know. I mean, if he a hood baby, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you just gotta get you a clean ratchet. You know what I'm saying? You roll the dice. He rolled the dice and crapped out, but
he messed up because he got a Disney kid. Them Disney people be messed the freak up, bro.
That's and you would think that she was he probably thought she was legit.
I thought she was too. I was like, I'll take her. She seemed innocent and safe. I thought the chick was a ratchet, but God, dog.
Listen, I knew she wasn't. I knew she wasn't shit when I saw her on that show. Well, what's the one what's college-ish, whatever the fuck that is, the spinoff of Blackish.
Yeah.
When I saw her on that, when I seen how she acted on that versus any other show, I said, yeah, bro, I know what type of time, I know what kind of chick she is. I knew that right out the gate. I said she playing that role a little too well. She got a little bit too much ghetto in her. I knew it.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, folks was digging up her history while DDG was on streams and stuff, and she was doing crazy shit. So
yeah,
I mean, nothing in her is extreme, but
she said she was crazy. That
picture right there, that B2, but he got that towel on, but the thing, yeah, I don't know. All respect to DDG, but I can see why.
Yeah, you can't trust none of them, man.
She just acting out of.
I mean, you can't trust them, but shit, look at them biscuits, man. They just waiting to be buttered.
They alright, man. It ain't. She alright.
But I mean, she alright. But I mean, it may have been to him. He probably thought that was the baddest thing walking at the time.
Yeah, but that's nature right there. That's non-GMO.
Yeah,
that ain't that BBL bullshit.
Oh no, I'm saying overall, her she always looked it okay to me overall.
She like a little baby alien for real. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Eyes, bro, them bitches.
Yeah, them eyes throw me off, bro. It's like, hey man, what's going on with them eyes, fam?
Baby alien is insane.
I'm just saying though, dog. I saw that. I said, ooh wee. You know what I mean? So
that's some. You know, it sound like Charleston White when he talking about Island Boy kid.
Yeah, he went off on that.
Nigga gave birth to iRobot.
He was wrong for that.
Oh, bro, that's what I ain't see that. I ain't see that.
Oh, nigga, if you look up a picture of that baby,
no,
bro,
I seen a baby. I didn't see Charleston White go off.
Nah, he went off. That's why they had that little celebrity fight with Aiden Ross shit. And then Charleston TKO'd that nigga.
Hey, that's the shit. You supposed to be young and you got a 40-something, 50-something year old man goddamn knocking you out. That shit crazy.
Island boy.
That nigga succumbed to that old man strength.
Yeah, I guess so. He had I don't know what
Papa came through and said, "Let me learn you something."
That boy Charleston the whole fight. Oh,
shit.
Every hit. Come here.
Come here.
Man.
But now
that nigga put the whole 80s crack era through them punches.
No. Stop back. Yeah. Don't back up. Yeah.
You saw what he said. You saw him his response to Cam Newton. Did y'all see that? Dog, man, hold on, man. Like, we're gonna call it.
Run that on the emergency.
Yeah. This a little derail right here. I gotta show this. This shit was wild.
You already know how I feel about Cam Newton, dog.
The full cross leg.
Not even that, bro. I'm just saying overall, bro.
Bro, when I saw, hold on, give me 1 second, because I know where it's at. Give me 1 quick second.
It's like you can see. You know, pandering is lucrative, and I understand he trying to be safe, but he be like, I don't know. I be like, because I'd rather see a sermon. So the way he be talking, it seemed like his life in order and shit.
Hey, every girl that come on there be talking shit about him, all them kids.
And he don't say nothing about it. He don't say nothing. But
he don't say shit about it, bro. He's like, okay. I be like, come on, yeah, K. Michelle not talking shit about you. That girl, come on, man.
She said black men, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. He ain't say nothing.
Ain't nothing. That's what gets me, man.
No hair on his leg is a born punk. First born punk it was. I know I don't agree with I was born a homosexual. Your daddy made a punk, nigga. You just could throw a football. Big old punk. There's a lot of big old punks like you in prison. Take dick and give it.
Charleston White is a person that has always been very vocal in media. Mm-hmm. So much so that he mentioned me. Oh, he did.
Hey, yo.
You better watch your mouth, Charles.
If that's what you bring it to, I ain't no island boy.
Yeah.
But I'm a rude boy.
big bitch. Talking about what it is. I kill Cam Newton. I swear to God, I will kill you, Cam Newton. I will kill you. I tote weapons everywhere I go. Big old nigga. I kill you. That bottom line, I will kill you, Cam Newton. I will make your mama cry like the gang banging niggas do innocent people. Nigga talking about big as you is, talking about what you are doing.
I beg
you
your
can't
pardon.
say that kind of shit. I take it as a threat. I bet you don't want to see me no more, bitch ass nigga. I bet you don't want to see me in person. Whenever I see you, Cam Newton, I'm attacking you, big ass bitch. I'm shooting you with some mace, a taser, or a gun. I'm not gonna let you beat me up like you done already threatened to document. I'm gonna shoot you, mace you, tase you, or stab you. I am not fighting a big old jolly green giant with my right hand, and I'm a small frame, elder, disabled, visually impaired, blind man. Can't talk about fighting me, nigga. My boxing is exhibition. Nobody gets hurt in the exhibition boxing. Nigga talking about hurt me or die, nigga. I asked that nigga hit me in the barbershop. Ask that bitch ass nigga who hit me in the barbershop why I got them 2 aggravated assault. Both of them.
Dog.
Damn.
Charles is funny as hell, man.
Bro, that's the crazy thing too. I knew it was something because even when he went on that interview with Cam Newton, I knew it was a little friction over there.
Look at this
But
guy.
yeah, I had that video was sent to me, bro, and I was like, damn, I didn't even know that was going on.
Now look at this guy. He said, "You men, I feel sorry for your."
Oh
girlfriend."
yeah. What is he talking about? Whatever his name is,
Because they gonna
Jamar
leave it.
Juliana. I don't trust no nigga who grabbed their dreads in the picture. In the picture What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, you said it, not me, bro.
Just coming out
Bro, how long we been on? 10 minutes, and he feels saying, "Bro, you don't know us, dog."
we ain't even saying shit crazy, and all of a sudden you talking crazy. That sentence right there. All you got to do is put a female right there, and that's exactly what you're gonna see because that's a female sentence. You men, I feel sorry for your girlfriend, your woman. God bless them because they gonna need it for what?
What is good bless? Hey, bro, y'all need to spell check y'all shit before y'all start typing, bro.
He's probably scared to spell God.
So much in their feelings. So much in their feelings.
That's because God ain't in that profile.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I saw that pop
right.
And I thought it was a girl that wrote it. I didn't even see the person's picture because my thing's in the way. I swear to God, I was like, talking shit already.
Holding the dreads and shit like this.
Bro, the thing about it is, bro, people like him, when you be online and you be just speaking your mind and all this stuff, you got a difference of opinion. It's like people like that guy that he analyzed. He has a preconceived notion just because you say something, and he think that you must think like women are just horrible and we don't rock with them. It's like like we live in a world that people are not used to criticism, bro. Like you see,
they grew up with their mama, and they let their mama walk over when they was kids.
Right,
exactly. You see, he looked like he was wrong. His mama, he probably ain't even get on the field. It's
that's auntie pose. That ain't uncle pose. Uncle don't pose like that. Uncle got his hand on some money, his hand on the blick, his hand over wrist with the pinky ring blinging. You got your fingers all through your hair and shit like it's a L'Oreal commercial, nigga. That's auntie pose. I
don't like when people bring like people outside of you in a situation. Address me is substantiate what you like. Comment how you feel about what we are saying. Don't bring all personal people into it. Like,
nah, fuck that.
That's a coward shit, bro.
All my bitches straight.
All my bitches straight.
The ones I got, the ones that still pending, they all straight. So I don't know what the fuck.
Are you guys sure that you guys didn't see the full story? He didn't want to watch his son. She gave him so much chance. I need you to learn how to spell. So much chance to look for his son, and you guys ain't shit all together. You belong together.
He the room 9.
Right, hold up.
He the room 9. He the room 9 guy, dog.
No,
dog,
hold up.
No way.
This that moist nigga shit that niggas always fucking over here trying to talk dumbass shit. He had his son with him. He pulled up to Kai Sanat. If your son is with you, I don't have to stare at you to watch you, nigga. You's a boy. You supposed to fall down and tumble and do all this shit. I know that you're safe where the fuck I'm at. The problem is, all these motherfuckers get this bitch ass fucking energy up in them that they think that, oh, because the woman fucking say some shit that you must always fucking do what she says. No, because she's not comfortable with what the fuck going on, don't mean he ain't watching his fucking kid.
See, old buddy,
because you ain't get an invite to come over to Kaisenat, don't mean that motherfuckers on some bullshit. Just like that moist ass nigga that couldn't get into Streamers University and you fumbled fucking cooking with Kaya.
Right. No, buddy, y'all
niggas need to quit playing with that lotion and do some push-ups.
He was used to being carried his whole time. Every time he fell, his mom picked him up and shook him.
I mean, what's the full story though? A nigga that almost got stabbed by the bitch?
Yeah, almost.
Or the domestic violence that the nigga ain't reported?
She stole his gun. She stole his gun.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to go off herself. Like, if we want to get into the full story, let's take it through there.
She literally texted, doing text message, said she about to kill herself, and I think she was saying she was about to off the baby, all that shit.
All the manipulation tactics.
When men are being men and full of testosterone and doing shit, don't nobody fucking say shit, but oh, he's a narcissist and blah, blah, blah. But don't nobody fucking hold no damn woman that's fucking trying to be manipulative accountable.
Oh, she's going through it. You don't understand what she's been through as a woman, and especially as a black woman.
Because she weaponizing that boy. And you over here talking about, oh, people slow and they see the full story. What's the full story? When that nigga brother walked in the room and was like, hey, she over there tripping. You might want to stop streaming right now because she got a knife.
Right. Now, Courtney, what you said right there, bro. What you said right there. These men be growing up in those same houses where them women be going through shit, and they don't never ask for their story for the reason why they came out to be the way they came out. And
but this the reason why these chicks on Facebook and shit talking about all these niggas is DL and they moist and whatever, talking about how you belong together. Nigga, we was in the barbershop or we in the hair salon?
He definitely in the hair salon.
Definitely on the barbershop, player. They had them conversations.
No barbershop talk, nigga. Oh, you belong together? What the fuck?
Like what?
They had them conversations in the barbershop.
What the fuck does that even mean?
And and look, we getting on you right quick, but hey, bro, just like we cool with you, like typing how you feel and all that stuff. I'd rather you do this right here than bring our family into it. But at the same time, just slow down when you typing, bro. You can take your time, bro. We got too much technology. You can throw that same bullshit that you just put in there in ChatGPT, and they'll make it sound better. And say, hey, I want it in 50 characters, and it'll sound way concise than that, dog.
Yeah, we done graduated. We don't even use spell check no more. My man
That's
said,
what I'm saying.
Take 2 seconds.
Type with 2 hands instead of 1. Keep the other hand out your hair.
He said, tell Aisha to help you out.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Aisha. Bro, well, that was our first real derailment of this fucking episode. The fuck? That was a true derailment. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, man. And make sure I hit that notification bell. So I want to go to this next topic. So it's been a minute and we haven't heard much about it, but there's news sparking back up with P. Diddy and a verdict that has happened since all of the trial has been going on. So let's dive into it. Let's see what happened. Then we'll give our thoughts.
It's about to be wild. I already know.
Right.
4 and 5, but they're saying they're unable to reach it right now on count 1, racketeering conspiracy, the most serious, that says that Combs led a criminal enterprise and that he committed at least 2 predicate acts. There are 8 that the jurors will see. We have a shot of the verdict sheet, but these are some of the crimes. If the jurors find that just 2 within the racketeering, that would be a not guilty. So we'll, of course, continue to bring you the very latest, but this is happening as we speak. It almost feels like as the rain was coming down, we're getting all of this information. It was sunshine about 20 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens, but that is the very latest here from the courthouse in New York.
Yeah, Jerika, I know information is coming into you as we speak, and so you're relaying it to us. Can you explain how you're getting this information? Reporters in the courtroom, and we have partial verdicts, but not entirely. And so the judge is basically saying, either you're going to have to go back and finish entirely, or are they going to regroup? What happens now? Do we know?
Yeah, so we have Alice Gaynor. She's a WCBS reporter. She has access to her phone in the courtroom, so she's able to give us notes. We also have a couple of reporters that are in the actual courtroom where all of this is taking place, where Combs is. We know that his mother is in that courtroom. We did not see his children here today, but we're not sure if maybe they will show up, knowing that the jury has reached a verdict in at least 4 of those 5 counts. As for what happens next, we will wait to get another note, but it sounds like the defense wants the jury to continue to deliberate, saying they've only been deliberating about a day and a half.
Know that there was a lot of questions that were also submitted to the judge. And so as you analyze or look into what those questions meant or didn't mean, is there anything that we can kind of glean from that? There was a question asked this morning as well before partial verdicts were reached.
That's right. So before we started the proceedings this morning, before the jurors went to deliberate, there was a question about what does distribution mean? And drug distribution is one of those criminal elements that fall underneath that racketeering conspiracy. So in my mind, I thought maybe they're done with the racketeering conspiracy and have moved on to the sex trafficking, because they then asked for transcripts and what testimony was given by a Daniel Phillip. This was the second person to testify in this trial many weeks ago. And he's a former male escort who said that he remembers possibly hearing abuse in another room when he was with Ventura Combs at a hotel here in New York City. So we have had, we're trying to read between the lines, if you will, about what those notes meant. But this one is very clear. The note saying that the jurors have reached a verdict in 4 of the 5 counts is huge. Now we're trying to figure out, will they have to continue to deliberate? Will this be a partial verdict? That remains to be seen at this hour.
And for those joining us on CBS News 24/7, partial verdict has been reached in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. Jerika, just for those tuning in right now, can you repeat what you heard from our reporter inside the courtroom on those specific charges where a verdict has been reached?
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
No problem. If you can, just repeat what the reporter had told you inside the courtroom in case people are following in right now or tuning in right now, because we have on our screen a verdict reached in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. But I want to make it clear that
I'm Janice Graziani, a developer advocate at Teradata. Right. And today I'm here to introduce you to ClearScape Analytics.
Instructions unclear.
Reached, only partial. And so maybe go over some of the notes as to what you are getting from the reporter inside.
So I was actually outside just to set the scene, and I noticed Nicole Westmoreland was one of the attorneys for Sean Combs, was walking inside with a family friend of Sean Combs. And that was the first time I remember hearing there might be a note. Whenever there's a note, of course, we all sort of clamor together to figure out what does that mean. And these notes indicate, again, that they have reached a verdict in 4 of these 5 counts. Some of the notes that preceded that announcement, Alice Gaynor said at 4:26 this afternoon, Combs appears to be praying. His head is bowed. His hands are folded on his lap. That the attorneys were surrounding him. At 4:31, Combs' head was down, that he seems grim. Mark Agnifilo had just handed Combs a note. Mark Agnifilo is the lead attorney in this case. So you can even see, based on the media presence too.
That boy was like, I promise, I'll get rid of all the baby oil. Every single last one. I'm not doing no more. Get rid of all that stuff.
No more threesomes.
I'm gonna get rid of the ones they didn't even find, Lord Jesus.
Man, that was not no damn baby oil. That's some next level shit. We need the lab test back. That ain't Johnson Johnson.
Hey, bro, you got fucking pallets of that shit. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
He said, I ain't spraying no cheeks no more, man. I can't be doing spraying no man buns no more, man.
He said, no more freak off.
Jerika said male escorts.
But shit, who this reporter though over here looking like Halle Bailey?
Yeah.
Her name Jerika.
Yeah, talk to me.
Jerika.
that people are starting to hear that there is a note and a development in this trial. I'm looking at notes as we're getting them again from Alice Gaynor. That note we already saw. But it really has been a remarkable day when you think about the 8 weeks that these jurors were told they would be here. And this is the 8th week. They heard over 30 witnesses. The defense didn't call any witnesses. They felt apparently that they had proven their case. You know, when you look at the closing arguments of Mark Agnifilo, the lead attorney, he said that the prosecutors have, quote, charged one of the most serious, complicated, comprehensive statutes on the books. They have charged personal drug use and threesomes as racketeering. So that was the argument from the defense going into this deliberation period. Meanwhile, the prosecutor said the defendant was the head of Combs Enterprise, that it existed to serve his needs and what he wanted. The other members of the conspiracy and the Combs Enterprise were the defendant's inner circle. That inner circle, they said, was made up of his loyal lieutenants, his chief of staff, and his bodyguards who helped him satisfy his every desire. Those were the words from Christy Slavic, who gave the closing arguments not long ago in reference to this trial involving Sean Combs.
Jerika, I know you're getting this information in real time. We'll let you gather more information. We'll come back to you, so stand by. We're going to bring in CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi with more on this.
Let's see if we can get closer to this verdict. Because I want to hear what this. I want to hear the verdict.
As noted, in real time, it is incremental. The judge is wrestling with the various.
Depending on how the guidelines is, that's essentially a win for the prosecution. Those carry with them each a mandatory minimum of 15 years in prison. So if he's found guilty on both, that's 30 years in prison. The transportation to engage in prostitution is sort of a lesser burden and indeed a lesser penalty. I think if he's found guilty only of those two, the prosecution would consider that a real loss. And then with this RICO charge, it's the top charge, carries with it the possibility, a maximum sentence of life in prison, depending on how the guidelines play out with respect to this particular defendant. But there's a lot of different ways this could play out at this point. A lot of known unknowns, as it were.
Caroline Polisi, thank you so much for that perspective, especially on the charges and if guilty verdicts are brought, the implications for Sean Diddy Combs. I want to bring back Jerika Duncan, who's there at the courthouse with any latest of the developments, as well as a sort of summary of this very busy afternoon. Jerika?
Yeah, I'm just getting a note, Major, and it says at the end of it, because it's kind of long, I'm trying to parse through it all, but that the judge could inform the jury if it deliberates, we persist, they would come back Monday, July 7th. And then it says, I can tell them if they agree July 3rd and make accommodations, but that does pose logistical issues. Which way do parties want to go? Government says, give them the option to deliberate on the 3rd. And then defense says they need a minute. So this is happening in real time. But I think all of this means that the judge is moving in that direction of saying, listen, you guys have been deliberating, 12, 13 hours. Let's go a little bit longer to see if you guys can reach a verdict on that count one.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
This is playing out, as Jerika just noted.
So what y'all think, bro? What y'all think?
A lot, man.
I don't know, bro. I haven't been keeping up with it, bro. But yeah, I've been hearing mixed stuff, bro. I've been hearing that like he not guilty on stuff. I've been hearing like he guilty on a whole bunch of stuff. They said they have videos of him grabbing people and pressing them, come back in a room and stuff. Like it ain't over. Like a dog. I don't know. I think it's like I said, I haven't been keeping up from what I heard, bro, it's just too much, bro. Like I don't see how you're a billionaire and you got all that time to have all these freak outs and all this stuff going on, bro.
Because a lot of it is the start of the business. It's like they call it like your boy Orlando said, it's like it's a hazing to get to the next level.
Nah, it's too
Man,
much.
I don't know, bro. I don't think this me personally. I don't think this shit should be going on. He's a freak. He's a freaky motherfucker, bro. I mean, that's literally what it is. And he got money, motherfuckers. That's a scary thing. I mean, all of us on this panel want to be definitely financially secure. Fuck it, we want to be rich. I can't imagine just me doing something and then someone has a case because they felt that I had power over them because I had money, and they couldn't just say fucking no. And I could literally go to jail for some shit like that. That just kind of boggles my fucking mind, man. I don't know.
Now I ain't saying that I agree. I ain't saying that I agree with it at all, right? But I do believe, and this is my own opinion, this is my own theory about it. I think once you get to a certain threshold of the type of money you make, a lot of people get this thought process in their head, and they believe that they can't be touched.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And they think that they're untouchable. They think that they can do what they want. They think they're gonna get away with it. And because they have the money flowing at that time, you know, it's like, hey, listen, I got this bread. You want to go to the next level, you got to do this. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you want to go to the next level, you gonna have to go through me, and you're gonna have to do some strange thing for a piece of change. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to drop it down for some sweatpants money. You feel me? And so
nah, bro. Nah, dog. I forgot, bro. That shit stemmed not from his mom, bro. From what I'm hearing.
All of that shit, yeah. But I said, no, I know that part. I'm just talking about in general, though. In general, like when you get to that level, there's a lot of people that we don't even know about yet that's doing the same shit that he's doing, but he just got caught up. He got caught up.
Oh yeah. But still, accountability got to be there. Even when I was younger, I could understand if I was younger and, you know, someone got money and I can probably get to where I want to be. I might have done some shit I wouldn't do right now, but nothing sexual, but like maybe some shit. I walk to a grocery store just being like a little bitch, walk to the store, get him some fucking a Tic Tac if you just want to be an asshole. But then at the end of the day, like, I mean, I would have to eat that shit because I did it, but like I just would have never done anything that I couldn't live with. Like maybe I would have did some embarrassing shit, maybe get to some other place. I can't say that's wrong because I still did it though, you know. Yeah. But I don't. I mean, this whole thing. Yeah. But I do agree with you though. Like some people, I bet he hasn't. No one ain't told that motherfucker no since fucking the 90s, bro. So, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I'm sure his head's pretty big. He think, you know, hey, I can go and if it was touch some girl in the ass, and it's all good. It is what it is, and just get away with some other shit. Or like, hey, this is normal. I'm fucking P Diddy. I mean, who gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like. Hey, too much Cambodian goat milk. Cambodian milk. Yeah.
Holding these balloons.
I mean, shit, he done told you what it was since the 90s, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He was on the song More Money, More Problems with Biggie, and he was popping this shit. He said he bigger than Times Square, his team stronger than yours, his money longer than yours. His ego been fucking uncheckable since forever. So now these motherfuckers playing chess with his ass. I don't even know what the fucking basis of this whole case is anymore.
Yeah, it got long.
Nigga with money.
If y'all take him down, then y'all fucking up the OnlyFans chicks bag.
Shit.
I'm just saying, if he go down for all this trafficking and all this other stuff, then shit. Broke bitches can't get dick no more because you have to pay for your own flight, and then I might reimburse you when you touch down and you pull up, but I can't send the flight for you no more. Because if the shit come from my card, they gonna say it's trafficking, even though you want to give me the ass.
Yep,
bro, that's crazy.
You behind on your bills, I'm not. So
exactly.
I mean, it is what it is, unless Ceeedgar want to chime back in and tell us, you know, another way, but
I think it stemmed from that situation with that alcohol deal, bro. When he had sued them, That's when shit just.
That's what I think.
That's when that shit just. I think it's like, you know how you be seeing like movies or stuff like that, and they be those type of people be having people in high places, and like we got to take them down some type of way. You messing up the money.
I bet that's what it is.
Well,
I bet, yeah.
I mean, we ain't seen behind
it's
the
like
scenes,
every
maybe he was trying to
something like
blackmail him for a bag. Because all the
Probably.
parties gotta have
just like
cameras in all
the
rooms.
situation with
like OJ.
Just like the situation with Bill Cosby. Because he wanted his own TV network, and as soon as they start talking about that, that's when all that stuff happened. Every time you got what's the dude name that got the show? Skip him.
Oh, Shannon Sharp.
Soon as he's about to get that $100 million, Shannon Sharp. Soon as he was finna get that $100 million deal, boom, 300. He offered 10. The lawyer said, I gotta get my cut, man. It's just every time something like this happens, it's not a situation where it was just like you got caught slipping and people start finding out in the dark building the case. It's always something with money. Every time you something like this, just follow the money, and you'll find what the reason is. It's gotta be money, bro.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
The thing is that society lets I mean, because it's always in some kind of way has a woman tied to it. It's a society let women have a get out of jail free card or a take back or hey, I changed my mind type shit, like, or I actually didn't really want that. You know what I mean? Like, it could be fucking years later. Then this motherfucker's gonna get all his money. And it's like, you know what? Actually, I didn't even want to do it that night. So, you know, you gotta pay me. Like, it's just fucking crazy as fuck, man. That's just insane. Like,
it's documented in history. If you want to take down the kingdom, it's always you can use the women. Even
who? Can't understand you, bro. You probably gotta turn your mic around. Can't hear you for real.
Oh, hold on. But y'all can go.
Yeah, we're here now.
But yeah, dog, it's every I ain't trying to be on no conspiracy thing, but I just see a pattern that we can't say that don't exist.
Right. No, I agree. I think there's always a little bit of truth in some of the movies. When you talk about those conspiracy theories in the movies, obviously there's a little bit of truth in it. Yeah, it may get overhyped or over exaggerated, but I think there's a little truth in it.
Man, that shit ain't exaggerated. They doing that so you don't believe the shit. All that shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
All the movies is CNN, nigga. They can't do shit without telling you what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
But folks be so high off entertainment, they miss the message.
Yeah.
Just like all these women or, folks with headshots waiting for their next modeling contract. But they want to sit up here and be like, oh, well, it's the delivery. Nigga, fuck your delivery. What's the message? I don't give a fuck how you deliver it. If I order pizza and you get to the door and the pizza dropped on the floor, that pizza still getting ate as long as it's still in the box.
As long as it's still in the box.
It's delivered. Like, fuck I look like trying to say, oh, I need another one. It is 8:55. They close at 9. You not getting another one. Is you hungry or not?
Exactly.
So, at the end of the day, I think a lot of these celebrities.
Yeah, I'll pay that bitch for free.
I mean, shit. Yeah, give it to me on the house, but I'm gonna still fucking take the shit. It's here.
Hell yeah.
A bird in hand is worth more than two in the bush.
Yeah.
So what I got with me right now, I got with me. But I mean, back into all the conspiracies and all this other stuff, I just think a lot of these people rub shoulders with other people that these people are being friendly with people that are playing, a business game.
Right.
It's like, okay, this dude threw all these all-white parties, all this other stuff, XYZ, and that's cool. And y'all brought up the point on the liquor deal or whatever, him trying to go get some reparations. Matter of fact, this is a perfect reason as to why niggas need to quit with this reparation shit. Because they gonna find a reason to not give you no goddamn reparations. Like, we didn't even know that Ciroc wasn't black until this motherfucker spoke up.
Hold up. Don't even listen. Yeah. Don't even go into it because I got a topic later on in the show. We gonna get into that. Yeah.
All right, say less.
Yeah, hold
I'll leave that part alone. But the thing is, like, a lot of these people that, you know, they were fronted money. These niggas was fronted the packs.
Yeah.
That's why they going through all this shit. Cosby and all that. And I mean, I'm sure they've been trying to come after Cosby for a while. Because if you go back and look at some of Cosby's old stuff, he been telling y'all, like, hey, he was on some Malcolm X fucking MLK shit.
Yep.
Get off the plantation Negro shit since way the fuck back. But
long time ago.
A lot of people too young to know the shit. So it's kind of, if you know, you know. But he's acquired a lot of money. He probably got a lot of dirt on some people.
Yep.
I feel like with the way his ego is set up, he let his ego get ahead of him. And when he heard the word no, he probably ain't used to no's where he's at. He probably thought he could blackmail somebody, and they pulled a bigger power move than, or they pulled the first move before he could. So at this point, even if he tried to rebuttal the move, he still looked bad.
Yep, I agree. And he had that whole mentality of, you know who the fuck I am? Like, do you know who the fuck I am? Like, nah, big dog. Trust me, you ain't the biggest one out here. You try to blackmail somebody else, they got something bigger for you. So they know exactly what you've been doing. They probably had the pictures and everything. So, and you should have just stayed quiet, just stayed in the cut, made your bread, made your dough, not overstep any toes, paid that money, and kept it pushing, dog, and kept your shit quiet.
Yeah, because I mean, some of the richest black people in America is behind the scenes. Because what you got that one dude, like Robert F. Smith or something.
Mm-hmm.
That dude been running up a bag since a bag been a bag. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Don't nobody bring him up in conversation. I mean, we talk about Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Diddy just because we seen them.
They famous.
Get fronted they got fronted a pack and flipped it the way. I mean, I know all the racists finna jump in the comments, but the same way Trump got fronted a pack.
But that's true though, because man, what people don't understand is that, and again, I ain't gonna dive too deep into it because there's a conversation coming, but a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of rich black people, bro. There's a lot of niggas out here.
And actually got it out the mud though.
Yeah, facts.
Because let's face it, when they came up in the music industry, they was getting fronted packs. The money was fronted. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people blew it, and you see them on their podcast tour with Vlad, fucking snitching so they could pay the next 2 months rent.
Boy.
And then some people like, you know, Diddy and the Jay-Z's and the Master P's and all them, they figured out how to flip the shit. Let's not count out Chamillionaire, because that boy fucking went to Silicon Valley and fucking tore their ass back. But,
hey, yo,
you know, it's a lot of people. Pause. No Diddy. But nah, it's a lot of people that, you know, it's more people that get the bag and blow it than people that get it and know how to flip it and increase it.
Yeah, Chameleon.
Diddy was one of the people that knew how to flip it. But at the end of the day, these people behind the scenes is like, hey, don't forget who gave you the front.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, and you can't say that, and you can't say nothing about it. He's like, yeah, you right, you gave it to me, but shit, nigga, I done did the money that you gave me a friend, nigga. I didn't quadruple that, so that shit don't even mean nothing to me. You want it back? Oh, all right then.
Pretty much. And that's what they proving to him now. It's like, hey, we don't even want the money back. You just you keep doing the most. Your ego been fucking big on a 30-year streak.
Yep.
We gonna fucking make you feel like rubble.
Cause now you think you untouchable and shit. So like, nah, big dog. We ain't working like that. We ain't moving like that. So, hey, but to be honest with you, I think they're gonna find them guilty because they got to. They gonna find them guilty. Whether I don't think they're gonna find them on all counts, but they're gonna have to find a way. They're gonna probably either find him guilty on 2 accounts. They're gonna have to, and he's gonna have 30 years in prison for sure. I'm giving him minimum 30.
30 a 30 ball.
30 ball.
Nah, his money too long. I say he sit for a 9.
You think he's gonna do 10?
10 with time served. I say he probably got another 7 on the clock.
I give him 5. If that's the case, I give him 5 time served, and then he'll do probation on the other 5 on the other end.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, too, as bad as it sounds, this is why you do need to get your money up. There's a lot of plays being held up with him being locked up. So some of them people's money still tied up with his money.
That's true.
And they want their money. So at the end of the day, yes, they're going to make an example out of him, but they're going to be like, hey, let's expedite this shit so we can get back to this bread.
Give him 10. Then was like, look, bro, how long has he been in already? Since he caught what, a year?
Has it been a year yet?
I don't even think it's been a whole year.
Fuck, I can't call it.
But I know we coming up on a year, so yeah, I say
he get conflated between him paying off Cassie and then
September 16th.
Because it was like
we coming up on a year.
2-3 week run before they even picked his ass up.
Yeah, so
like they announced that he under investigation, and then we damn near heard he was trying to fucking catch a SpaceX to Mars and shit before they caught his ass.
Y'all saw that video when he was pacing at the pool?
Yeah.
He knew it.
He's like, fuck. But yeah, I think the fact that his money is long, I think that he's gonna have to plead guilty to something, because like you said, they're gonna have to make an example out of him. And if anything, they're gonna pin him on something, but 5 years maybe, and then other just probation.
I don't think they could bury him the way. So it's not like, it's not like how they did Casanova.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna just throw him in there, the world forget about him, or shit. Let me see who else they didn't. I mean, shit, it's a couple people
Epstein like that
in the game, fucking just missing.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to do Young Boy like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad he back out now, finna go on tour and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. Motherfuckers can hate on the YNs all they want to.
That boy Weinstein,
yeah. That nigga need to be in jail. Yeah. No. That nigga crazy, man. He need to stay his ass in jail. Yeah. Nigga want you don't do no drive by listening to R. Kelly, do you? Them young niggas be shooting niggas. Come on, man. No. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, okay, so like TK, I understand. TK was getting everybody up out the way. Like, if you had $3 more in him, you were subject to fucking get your pockets tapped.
That's facts.
But when it comes to like King Von, FBG Duck, those people, as bad as it sounds, they're products of their environment. They're not going over here trying to, hit Betty White upside the head and take all her bread. Like, it's these people are people I had beef with for a long time. They getting money. I'm getting money. Problem is, they got money. They trying to put money on my head. So, hey, it's finna be roulette in these streets. First come, first serve. Whoever I catch lacking first, it is what it is. Is it a sad culture? Yeah, but shit. Problem with black folk is black folk fucking got shark vision. They think that everything is just black, and then you got the people on the other side saying black on black crime. I don't watch y'all fucking trailer parks get raided by the ops and the trailer get blown up. We don't watch Breaking Bad. Y'all ain't no better than nobody. It's white on white crime too.
All that meth that's over there, that shit get blown the fuck up. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
biker gangs.
Crime.
Them biker gangs.
Crime is, relative to the zip codes that it fucking takes place in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they had to go to King Von. He had to go to jail though. He was like offing innocent people too though.
Yeah, that boy a demon. 1,000. Well, he was a demon.
Yeah, but here go the thing though. King Von is the epitome of leave people the fuck alone.
Yeah.
How long you gonna bully somebody till they see? This is why it's not safe. There's a safe level of bullying that does need to be restored. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I agree.
Some of these people just can't handle friction at all.
I agree.
But there's a limit. Y'all done broke past this dude's limit to where he was like, shit, if you stepped on my shoes in the second grade, I'm offing your ass. So we seeing people as they innocent, and he like, nah. Remember that time when I asked to borrow your pencil and you broke it and laughed at me? Like, you gotta die behind that.
Yeah,
it's not healthy.
Nah,
it's not
people,
healthy.
bro. That's killing people over because you broke a pencil, bro. That's wild. Now I can get
Look at that whole Chicago drill scene. A lot of them people know each other. Even in the New York drill scene, there was some cousins that was beefing with each other, and motherfucker was like, "Shit, I'll murk you and come to the funeral and still hug auntie." Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I gotta stay away. Stay away from people like that, bro. Hell
yeah, and that's why we still get to, you know, I mean, Mental Health Month just wrapped up fucking yesterday.
Yep.
But that's why you got, like, people need to understand that when you doing all this other stuff, there's consequences to your actions. You can't just go out your way fucking just bullying people day in, day out. Like, if you want to bully people, get a spread, pause. But find 5-10 people to where you could space it out. Quit concentrating on that one person. Because when that one motherfucker snap, and he really do that to you and your family, now you're going to be feeling the way.
Hey, I treat everybody well.
Don't be bullying nobody. You done took the grandma house because he know where grandma at. He know what she look like.
This
dude gotta chill out.
This dude got fired at my job, and I was like, I'm glad that I never did anything, said anything wrong, because the way he left that office, he was like, I'm coming back.
Ooh, see,
I hope I'm not there that day.
No, he went out the back and he just rolled his eyes like, yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, nah,
yeah. I gotta take a sick day. I'm going home, boss.
I would have been in that bitch.
Germs are running scared.
Yeah, bro.
But see, here go the thing too, though. So the world got this hyperfixation. Well, not the world. America got this hyperfixation on black crime.
Yeah.
I read a book that covered the whole shooting at Columbine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for what it's worth, that's white on white crime. But
it's actually more white on white crime than black on
white.
Crime.
I don't know why everybody's infatuated with black, but it is what it is.
It's just proximity because we see it.
It ain't like our women ain't fucking just doing the most. And then, you know, you got folks rubbing their hand through their locks trying to cape for them. But it is what it is. But I was reading this joint on the Columbine joint, and one of the survivors, that's another person that got bullied and snapped, according to what I read.
Yeah.
But one of the survivors, I guess when dude was pulling up to really go do that to folk, this dude was like in the parking lot or something, and that dude looked him dead in his shit and was like, oh, you know what? I actually like you. You was cool with me, whatever. But if I was you, I'd just go home.
Shit.
So being that was the one person that was nice to Buddy, he was like, hey, what's finna happen in this motherfucker today is finna be like that. But I'm not going to subject you to it because anytime I was down or whatever, you at least said hi to me. So I know you like your classes. You trying to be on A-B honor roll. You trying to have a master attendance. Just go home.
Say less. Say less.
Clock out. I'm
clocking
out.
Then that boy went in the hallway and started moonwalking with the Draco. And I mean, moment of silence to all those lost, but hey, it is what it is.
For real.
Y'all got a taste of the hood too.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. I agree.
I mean, they be like, oh, why don't these people fucking be up in arms about mass shootings? Because every time there's a mass shooting, that's new to y'all. Niggas in the hood, we hear that shit every day. Between the Draco that we call the chopper and the actual helicopter that's a chopper, we hear choppers all day.
All day.
We had a song called Chopper Style.
Chopper Style, chop.
So that's new to y'all. That ain't new to us. It sucks to suck. It's real unhealthy, but some people, depending on the zip code they in, they numb to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
A lot of people, they first dead bodies, their granny passed away, and passed away and they sleep at 87, and you went and you touched her hand one last time and they kept coughing, and that's it. Some people really held their daddy in their arms while that motherfucker was bleeding out. People are not the same. So
shit.
It's like that story I told you, Courtney, when I went to a Burger King in the hood on the way back from a bartending gig. High speed chase was coming right down straight to where I was coming. Dude hopped out the car. I'm in the line finna get my burger and stuff. He running straight to me in my car. I said, bro, I know he ain't finna do a GTA on my ass. Boy finna pull me out like CJ, boy. But bruh, APD got his ass in the back, right? Yeah. No homo. Got his ass, got him at the back of Burger King. So I said, man, this is a sign. I'm about to go ahead and ride out. I look behind me. Nobody moving except me. They was like this every day. I was like, yep, time for me to go, boy. Let me get on my side. Cause like you said, people used to it. Like an everyday thing, chaos.
I think Candy talking about DDG. I think her autocorrect said DVD.
Right.
I was like, not Blu-ray.
Right. So the baby was with DDG when the pic came out. He has been with several women since the breakup. He refused parenting time for weeks when she was in LA. How you know that?
Hold on. Candy. They are going through legal stuff right now, and they have guidelines of his visitation. He's out with women in Italy because he can't see the child after 6 o'clock, and he can't go 3 miles from where she's staying, and it has to be nanny supervised. But he's been asking for his child all the time. He could have been in America right now with the child, but he still got to work. So he is going to stream. He is going to do stuff. That's his main source of income. And what a lot of people fail to realize, he's been doing this before she got with him. So if she would have had a problem with it and she didn't like his lifestyle and all that stuff, she shouldn't have let him bust in it, right? So one of those things, she is purposely putting these guidelines. It doesn't matter if she broke up with him or not, bro. Like Kenny, it's like it's like they don't want to listen to like facts.
Here go the thing, Candy, and I'm hoping with the name like Candy that you're a woman and not a man.
Right, I swear.
Please don't RuPaul us tonight. But my thing is, just like people was demonizing Kevin Samuels with the whole high value man topic. Let's say the high value man is somebody that's been making 6 figures or more for 3 or more consecutive years back to back, XYZ. Do you really think this motherfucker got time to be playing fucking games? If he's a dad, but he got to go do Streamer University, does Streamer University look like anywhere that was conducive for a kid? So it's like sometimes the problem with women is they don't understand that sometimes when they do take the back seat, that they are in the driver's seat. Everybody want to fight to fucking fly the plane. Nobody want to take accountability for 9/11. Everybody can't be in the cockpit. So some people need to stay in economy, some people in business class, some people in first class, and let it all work out. But
listen, the business owners got their own personal driver, so they sit in the back seat.
Like she not understanding. It was talking about he denied visiting. Like he still has to work and make money, right? Yeah. It can't be on his time. They need to be an adult and come together and say, "I'm available this time." What a lot of women do, Candy, is they put men in an impossible situation and say, "Well, I said he can see the baby, and he denied it," knowing damn well he's going near or he's going there to work, just like Streamer University. He's there on business. He's making money. He's been a streamer. So why mess up his bag? Because guess what? She gonna ask for child support or whatever, this, that, and third. She messing up the bag. And I think the situation, it was one time, it was in LA where she on that day did a filed something with the courts saying that he refused it and this, that, and the third. And she said it that day, the same day he was out on a date with another girl. So she wanted to inconvenience his time. And then once he said, no, I'm out doing my thing, maybe we don't know the conversation. He probably like, can I pick him up another time? She was like, nah, got it. She filed it that same day. So y'all don't be like really looking at context clues. Y'all don't have no critical thinking skills. All y'all see is what the woman said, and that is it.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's like we have generational evidence of women not trying to work with men. Women always want it my way or the highway.
Yep.
Men be like, hey, how can I meet you in the middle? But women keep moving the middle. The only time women fucking met in the middle was when they wanted something to get shoved in their middle. Every time after that, they keep moving this shit.
You never see men with full custody refuse visitation time with the mom unless she like on drugs or she on some crazy stuff.
Yeah, but
if she's a fit mother, most guys are not denying visitation and making it so hard for the child to see their mom. It's always the other way around.
Yeah, but I done watched a couple crime joints on YouTube to where the dad got the custody, the mom come visit, and I don't know how she was in her feelings. I guess she thought, she was finna cripple the man or something by having him be the primary custodian over the child. And when it ain't work, she picked the kid up and damn near tried to off herself and the kid.
Oh, she drove that car?
Like that.
She drove that car out off the cliff? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yo.
But check it.
What y'all got going on?
But check it, Candy. We got all this evidence. Like she texted saying that she was going to off herself and everything in that nature. She was finna do this and do that. That kid was in a very, very unsafe environment, but y'all want to bypass that just because on sister code. Yeah, that's all y'all want to worry about.
Sister code be having the whole game sold up because they do all that stuff, but nobody speaks up when women are doing something wrong. See, my problem with the protect all women, protect black women, all this other stuff is motherfuckers want the protection to be fucking CNN headlines, a motherfucking BET cult classic, or a Hollywood box office sellout. No, we protect y'all silently. We don't have to do the most. If somebody did something super wrong to you or whatever, I might get on my Bruce Wayne in the middle of the night. I might be ski mask Batman and really go handle that. You might wake up in the morning and see a headline like, oh, 5 bodies found floating down the river, whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, that's some people that kidnapped you that one time and ran that train on you, sis. We really took care of that. But, I can't put my fucking face out there. That was still a crime. I ain't saying it was the healthiest way to take care of shit.
Right.
But if the police wasn't doing shit and you handled it the hood way, I can't go on TV and be like, yeah, this one was for Ebony. Like, nah, I just got to sleep on that. And you just got to know that, hey, when you seen 3 out of them 5 faces that was still visible because their face ain't get ripped the fuck off, that, oh, okay, my attackers are gone now.
Yeah.
Protection don't have to be the way that you want it to be. It just has to be protection. And a lot of people don't fucking want to see that. Yeah. They want it to be the way that they want it. They want the Disney fairy tale shit. Like, oh, my man really got into a shootout with 30 cops and did that for me. Yeah, he did that for you, and now this motherfucker on death row.
What? Yeah, nah, you can't.
And another thing, when she was crashing out, that was before the baby. So that was before postpartism. So I don't want you to use that.
Yeah.
A
lot of men see women dumb as shit, and they still stand up for women. They still throw the cape out.
You don't understand her upbringing. She probably got some stuff going. Well, she's grown, right? And I saw a lady on TikTok today. She said, "Why y'all grown men talking about DDG and Haley and all that stuff?" And it's just men have been seeing this, and that's a young guy that most men have mentors, right? Well, I wouldn't say most men, but men they usually have the proclivity to like that to get a mentor, right? Because I see you doing better in this, that, and the third, and then you have men that want to pour into, younger people. We can see you going down a certain path. We want you to go this way because we already know where that's going to lead. So that's usually the type of thing that we have. A lot of women, the only time they get mentors is about relationships because they can't take criticism. And that's what we see where we at right now, because we criticizing the acts that she's doing right now. In the sisterhood, y'all not a monolith, but at the same time, if we talking about one woman, we talking about all. But men are tired of like just seeing this, and we seeing where this lead because we didn't seen it so many times. We also have other men that we know that is going through it right now, maybe even worse. What did jail time because she lying and stuff. The kid grow up, won't know that her mama crazy or his mama is crazy until they got them 50 years old. Might not even realize that your real daddy until he dies. And you'd be like, oh, it's a dude around the corner. Right.
Yep.
So it's one of those things that's the reason why you see so many men more passionate, because we see it. We've been seeing it so long, and we've been seeing it like a lot, and now it's becoming like a regular occurrence. Now it's like my way or the highway. I'm going to manipulate you with using this kid because I know it's going to mess you up, and I know it's going to mess you up because you want to be there. That's the wild thing. I know you want to be a dad. I know you want to. So I know I'm finna put limitations on you to be a dad. Now he has a young man that he has to raise. And the more she keep playing, the more people like us see that kid gonna be at a disadvantage, and you're gonna be like, what's the dude name? Said whatever.
Oh, Cedramere.
Yeah, you're gonna be like him.
But right? No, see. And another thing that they miss too is, men don't protect women. Men don't do this. Men don't do that. Whatever. These little plays and stuff is what creates some little bitch ass niggas that y'all want to be protected from. Because when this dude should be having a daddy to lay out the blueprint, you weaponizing the dad. Now this motherfucker getting emotional for no reason. I don't know if we covered it on this channel or not, but I know I seen a video the other day where this dude was graduating high school or some shit, and he was crying because his dad didn't show up.
Nah, we ain't covered it on here.
Oh, well, I seen it I know I seen it. It was probably right after I got off a stream or some shit. But because one of the Tuesdays when I got off and I was probably doing some research after.
Yeah.
This dude went and I think he had graduated and he went and got his driver's test completed or some shit. And as he was coming out the motherfucking motor vehicle department or whatever, he just broke down in tears. And all you hear is, "Oh, baby, why are you crying?" or whatever. And he was like, "Shit, I just thought my dad would call or whatever, to at least celebrate me. Like, I guess his birthday and everything." It was like 3 or 4 things stacked on top of each other. He didn't get to hear from his dad. And then you hear like 7 women voices in the back, not one man voice. Like, "Oh my God, baby, it's cool. You ain't got to worry about him. We still here for you. We showed." It's like, it's not about that.
Right.
And yeah, they
that
were
is probably at work.
Like, "Oh, well, he ain't called or whatever." But when y'all do all these terroristic shit to people's mental for years, sometimes the dad like, fuck it. Like, I can't wait for this boy to turn 18 and hopefully he ain't too far gone to her when I do call him, he don't answer the phone. But as long as he's under her covering, I'm not finna just deal with it. Because sometimes some of the mamas be like, "Oh, you can't talk to your kid unless you go through me."
Yeah.
My mom was like that.
I know a guy right now. This was when I was in college. That he was with this chick. He was deployed in the Navy. She cheated on him with a guy and didn't tell him. I found out. And rumors started spreading, and we tried to tell him, but he deployed in the Navy. It ain't like how it is now. You had to email and stuff. You ain't with no phone. They took that. and she tried to put a baby on him. He had to go get a DNA test, and she was toxic, so he was going to have to deal with that toxic woman for a while. But she got the DNA test. Until this day, my brother is waiting for that kid to show up, right? To show up and be like, why you wasn't in my life? And he's going to have to, he said, I got the paper right now. Just in case that shit happened. Because she still named him his name.
Oh, so it's not his kid.
It's not. That shit says 0.00. I might be indigenous and they might be from the Congo from a while back or Indian or something. I don't know. But it's 0.00. Like it's not related at all. Two tests now. He got both of the tests. So, but that proves that lets you, that's what I'm saying with that point where she still wanted him to take care of the kid, even though she knew what she do. That's another example. I want you to do what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, shit. Even without kids, I seen Courtnee go off on Arletta on another little clip. But on the pop the balloon.
Oh yeah.
The women can say the most egregious shit. They let it rock.
Egregious shit.
As soon as the dude get to
they'll back that shit up in a minute.
Oh, hey. All right, let's move on. Like, no, let's not fucking move on. Let's talk about this shit right here.
Yeah, let him get his shit off.
Oh, you said
Buddy was up on the show talking about, oh, hey, you know, sometimes I might like to cheat. I get where he coming from. In DDG situation, if you with fucking Haley and she's trying to hold out and she stressing you the fuck out, I need to go get this stress off. Hey, Keisha, please pick up the phone. I need some head right now.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on.
But you know, he said his shit, but that don't mean he gonna cheat on every chick.
I think some of these chicks be like, because you got a child with a woman, you supposed to be doing what she wants you to do. You can't do nothing. You got to sit at the house and just wait for her command on when you can see your child. And if it ain't your time, you got to just sit at the house. They see you living your life. Look at him. He a bad dad. No, I tried.
I'm not a bad dad. I'm still a man first. I'm trying to get me some ass.
And she on the boat with the nanny watching the kid while both of them in Italy, bro. Ain't that crazy?
Well, I wanted spaghetti from the source, and I'm finna stir her spaghetti after. Because when I was asking you to make macaroni noises, you wasn't going.
That's a fact.
And you wasn't letting me see my kid. So shit.
That's a fact. But hey man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and hit that notification bell. So speaking of single women and feminists and black men protecting black women, we got another topic about a black man who got in this heated debate with Myron Gaines about black women and Myron Gaines' take about just the black people in general. So we're gonna hear it. We're gonna listen to this.
We might have to do a specialty stream and just A to B that whole fucking shit, because that shit was wild.
It's wild. Shit's wild. So let's get into it, bro.
That won't be good.
My man, where'd you get your game from?
My what?
You get your game from?
My game?
Yeah, like where you get your game from? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you mean my knowledge. A multitude of different places, experience, other people's experiences. I read quite a bit on.
I'm talking about your experience.
Well, I'm telling you,
what's your experience with black women? What's your experience? Your game. I'm not talking about.
I said niggas be going off the yak, don't know how to act.
But on God.
Hey, I guarantee that's brown. He on brown. He ain't on the white.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
That is raw hand dogs.
That's a fact.
You read other people's experience. Where your game?
Well,
from?
I quite literally said my game. I said my experiences, other people's experiences.
What's your
reading.
Experience?
Well, I mean, I've talked to more people, more women than any other man probably on the internet.
Talking about other women.
I'm
talking about your experience.
I want y'all to try to change his voice to Pinky on Friday, because every time he asks a question, he starts answering. He be like, "Shut up!
Come on, nigga.
What's your experience?"
Come on, nigga.
I'm explaining it to you.
Hate black women so much.
Oh, I hate black
women.
women.
Down on black women. I'm talking about your experience, not everybody. All the books you read, I'm talking about your experience.
All right, so you clearly have a position here. What is your position?
I hear you.
No, well,
women.
Here's the thing: you hear me, but you're not listening. I answered your question multiple times.
You just said,
and you want to come to the conclusion of
people you know. I'm talking about your experience, King.
I told
not here
you
to disrespect your black form.
Okay.
I'm just talking about your experience.
I told you I've dated several women. Talked to them on the podcast. I've talked to more women than any other YouTuber. Okay.
What women you dated? What race you dated?
Oh yeah, 3,600. Yep. We've spoken to 3,600 girls on the show. I've talked to thousands of black women. I've dated black women. I understand.
You date a black woman.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay, so that one black woman that you dated discriminate every black woman, because I watch your shit and I respect you. You got a cool little platform. But I'm thinking you're making money off of other niggas' experience.
I respect it.
And then at the end of the day, and you sit up here like, bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna say it real quick. This motherfucker has practiced what he's gonna say probably about fucking 100 times, and he can't go off fucking cue. So he keeps answering his question, and he's like, he can't dive deep because he's already got it fucking played out what he needs to say. That's dumb as fuck.
He off that yak, dog. He saw an opportunity. He probably didn't know he was gonna be there. He on that yak. He know what he want to say, but he can't articulate it.
He can't dive he can't dive to the left because it's gonna go off from what he want to say. But
all y'all gotta do is Photoshop a wig onto him. That is a fucking independent woman.
That's a fact.
Oh shit.
That is the need to be right. That nigga is struggling his hardest to bully the conversation to go the way he wanted to go.
Yeah,
he don't want the conversation to naturally flow the way it should flow. He wanted to go a certain way. So he gonna bully this shit the same way fucking women always be all up in people's faces.
No, Raw. What's your experience?
Hey, yeah, I did like
I asked the question. What's your experience?
I interviewed 80 black women. And
hold on, Corey. What's your experience?
Yo, he answered the question 8 times, bro.
Oh my God, no, bro, shut the fuck up.
like, damn, can I answer the question first? Like, fuck.
He was waiting for him to say, I ain't never dated no black bitch, and he could have kept going on what he was thinking.
That's exactly what he's waiting on.
That's what he was waiting on.
That's exactly
Big Almighty, like, yo, I got experience to downgrade my peoples, my culture.
Funky chicken.
But go ahead. Tell me all
about that's bullshit. Cause nigga, y'all done seen some y'all done seen some shit that I done put up there, and y'all can see the amount of niggas that's in my comments today. Go tell me up and down who I've dated, what people I hang around and all that. They'll tell me up and down who I am. So the shit that he talking about is irrelevant about who he dated in the experience. I can tell you up and down. Yeah, I dated many black women, many of them. And I can say now they're different experiences because all of them are different. But if I was to say have the same rhetoric as Myron Gaines, then what he gonna say then? He gonna find another way to move the goalpost, like he's trying to do right now.
Books are read.
Yeah. So what's your disagreement then? Do you have like an actual position here?
No, until you listen. I respect
because what you're saying is you're basically saying, oh, you don't have experience. I'm
a black man. My mom is black. My sister's black. I love black women. But at the end of the day, you sit up here and then that you do downgrade black women because you're one experience. It's
actually
like,
multiple.
Prime example. It's just like a white girl that took advantage of a black man. Now she don't want to date no black man in the world because that one bad experiences he had. That's how you sound like.
So anyway, I've spoken to hundreds of black women. I've dated them before, etc. Now here's the thing. Okay, are you gonna let me speak?
Go ahead, talk.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. I get it. You want to put the cape on and cape for black women, but the reality is, all women have bad habits from here to there, and there's stereotypes. And stereotypes tend to be based on pattern recognition.
But you
or over
talk down on black women.
I talk down on everybody, honestly. It's just that.
What's your national land? Where you from?
What does that have to do with anything?
It has everything to do with it.
It has absolutely nothing to do.
Race,
that has nothing to do with anything. Someone's race. If I say something is objectively true or it tends to be true, it doesn't matter what my race is. Do I have to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2? No, it's an objective fact. The reality is this with black women. On average, they weigh about 187 pounds. They tend to be rude. They tend to be crass. they tend to not respect male authority because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. So these are stereotypes that tend to happen all the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time. So
that's the new generation of women. OnlyFans.
It's pattern
black
recognition.
Women, white girls, but you can as more black women.
Again, I'm critical of all races. It's just that people tend to remember. No, I'm critical of everybody. The thing is that black women tend to be the most sensitive and get the most butthurt about it. They can't take criticism.
But you know, the crazy thing is, you talk shit about black women, but all your staff is black.
Yeah, that means I'm not racist.
So
Good
how
job.
these niggas?
That shows I'm actually not a racist. Good job.
You are no. What it is that you're a slave master, and you enslave black people to work for you, and in the same time you talk shit about their mothers, their sisters, their aunties, their uncles, their families, and they work for you. I don't see not one white staff that work for you. I don't see the black.
If he had an all white staff, then you racist.
Yeah. Well, then there'll be another topic. It'll be, oh, how come you ain't hire no black people? See, y'all knew, like, bro, he gonna find a way to be right. Just like, shout out to Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace. Shame, insults, guilt, and it need to be right. That's all he gonna do. He gonna keep trying to move the goalposts because he think he winning the argument right now by interrupting and constantly keep moving the goalposts. Like, bro, this nigga drunk. Clearly, this nigga is off the yak. So he got this bitch gone. You feel me? So
man,
he gone, bro.
One security.
Hey, Myron missed a good opportunity. When he asked what nationality or how black, I'd have been like, nigga, blacker than you.
Oh, yeah, that would have been the go. That would have been the go.
He should have said he's Egyptian. But I ain't black, nigga.
Nah, he from Sudan, I believe.
Nah,
right?
yeah, he's Sudanese, I think. Sudan is it's one of the S's, Sudan or Somalia. But I think Sudanese. But shit, it's blacker than your ass.
That's right.
Hey.
Bro. Yeah. You know, bro, let me be honest with you, bro. This is the problem, right?
Talk to me.
You came in here and you immediately made it about race.
No.
Let's have a real conversation here.
I want you.
No.
Oh, just so people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Sudan is in Africa. So just so for some people who don't know that.
No, it's not. It's in Europe.
No, Sudan?
It's in Europe.
No, the fuck is not. It's in Africa. No, the fuck is not.
I'm just fucking.
I'm gonna say hell no.
I'm just fucking around, man. But shit, let them tell it. Most of them can't look at the damn map and deduce what places is anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You say Angola, they thinking New Orleans. They thinking Louisiana.
On his show, he said name 3 countries. Some chick said Africa, South America. She just said 2 continents.
Oh hell no!
Like damn,
that shit wild.
Are the most racist people ever. You came in here and immediately made the conversation about race. Talking about race, you guys perpetuate the very stereotypes and the racism that you guys complain about the most. And this is why I make fun of black people too. Now, here's the thing. Y'all look at me and say, oh, you're not one of us. You're not black. I am. I'm African-American by definition. But if you don't want to go ahead and consider me black, fine. I don't want to be with y'all niggas anyway. But the point I'm trying to make is that you made this immediately about race. As soon as you came up, what's your knowledge with women? And I'm like, all right, well, here's my experiences. Oh, well, what's your thing about black women? So you came in here with an agenda to complain about my criticism of black women when I literally criticize everybody. Everybody gets criticized. It just so happens that they tend to get the most butthurt. What are you talking about? This is my shit, man.
And I respect your shit.
This is my shit, bro. What are you talking about? Am I done? Like, this is my shit, bro.
I get what you said, but at the end of the day, everything you talk about, because you got to understand it. We got a right to, even though our black women ain't shit, but we came out of black pussy.
That yak kicking in now. I can hear that yak.
So he's trying to protect black women, but saying they shit.
Now, let's just rewind that part back. So
he literally just said they shit.
Just so everybody can hear.
This is my shit, bro. What you talking about? Am I done? Like, this is my shit, bro.
I get what you shit, but at the end of the day, everything you talk about, because you got to understand it. We got a right to, even though our black women ain't shit, but we came out of black pussy.
He's actually pink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know that was supposed to be. That definitely wasn't supposed to be helping them out. Damn.
Even though our black women ain't shit, we still came out of black pussy.
It's like very low intelligent kind of like
what
type
You
of
been hanging on some black women.
back and forth. That was a crazy response, bro. Like I'm looking at it from a debating perspective because I already know what he owned. I'm not gonna take what he say serious because he drunk. But yeah, dude, he saw an opportunity and he just off that yak, and that yak be making you feel like you invincible. You see how he keeps stepping back. He about to drink the whole goddamn drink and puff the whole goddamn cigar.
Oh, I bet his girl around the corner saying, I hate that motherfucker. He around the corner.
He look like he be tricking, bro. he look like he be tricking, bro. He look like he
pay for it.
Or tricking.
He like he pay for
bro,
it.
Like what I'm looking at what both of them saying. He said he watched the show. He understand what Myron be saying sometimes, but he just don't like when he be talking about black women. But like on Myron's show, bro, he literally y'all all got mad.
What the fuck is
Do I got a mask?
What the hell's going on, man?
Do I got a mask? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, come on, man.
I do got a mask.
I ain't got no mask to fit my head.
Bro, this is the kind of shit you gotta put on, bro. When niggas start talking stupid shit like this, bro, you just got to, bro, because this shit don't make no sense to me, bro.
This just wild, bro. Y'all crazy.
It gotta
man.
be Halloween, man. Like, there ain't no way.
Look at this shit.
We came out of poverty.
This is
let me talk.
This is a low IQ argument, bro. This is a low IQ argument. Just because it's like
I'm low key.
No, I said low IQ argument.
Why? Because you was an FBI and you would take a bunch of tests and you did.
This nigga said Texas. This nigga said Texas. You know what I'm saying? This is shit I'm talking about, bro.
Took the testis.
Nigga said Texas. Bro, what?
You took a whole bunch of tests.
Listen, you got so much. You got one experience. When the one black girl that you dated in your whole life of your career, you read a bunch of books, you know, a bunch of friends, and you know so much of black. You got 2 white employees, and now you're not racist. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro,
like I said, you a bigot.
Bro. Okay.
I watch your shit.
Okay.
I watch your disrespect black women.
Yes, here's the thing. I'm a proud bigot, man. Proud bigot, proud racist. Sure.
I'm glad you said it.
Yep.
Conversation.
Because hey, somebody's got to call out the fucking monkey behavior like right now. So this is monkey behavior.
A monkey.
Yeah, this is monkey behavior right now. Yeah.
Man, you
chipping out.
Gonna disrespect
chipping
me,
out. Yeah, you came up here trying to disrespect. So
I'm
it
not
is what it is.
disrespect you. I'm just telling you what you preach.
Yo, you chipping out. You're not making any real arguments. You're just talking about race, blah, blah, blah. This is the problem,
that's
bro.
What you do.
This is the problem with niggas, bro. This is the problem with y'all. This is some nigga shit right now.
You gonna call me a nigga, but you can't tell me where you from. Are you a nigga?
Look,
where you from?
You watch the show, right?
Where you from?
Sudan. Family's from Sudan, yeah.
Okay, a Middle Eastern nigga.
But now it's
talking shit about black niggas.
It's North Africa.
Talk about black.
It literally means the land of the blacks. You know that, right?
But you downgrade black women.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? I go off behavior. When they act like retards, I call them retards. This right now is retarded behavior, regardless of your skin color. If you're a white dude saying this dumb shit, I'd say you're a retard too. It's retarded behavior.
Because I'm telling you, you downgrade black women. I'm a retard.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, this is low IQ. It's low IQ. 100% low IQ.
But at the end of the day, my nigga, that's why they demonetize you on YouTube.
Sure, and I still make more money than you.
Hey, I know you do. But guess what? You still a bigot at the end of the day.
A proud one too. I got my clan hood in the other room.
And guess what? I guarantee your girl's a white girl.
No, she ain't actually. No.
Nigga, I see you walk around with that weak ass dog, nigga. With your white bitch. Come on, dude. You don't like black bitches.
This dude's stalking, bro. This dude's stalking.
Huh?
This dude's stalking, man.
So like I said, I didn't come to disrespect you.
No, you tried and you failed. That's the problem. You tried.
No, you
failed.
No, do your thing, King.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't handle conversation.
There's no conversation. You can't be
you can't get one of your securities to kick me out like you kicked the black bitches off your show.
What?
How you disrespect black women on your show?
Yeah.
You can't disrespect me. Because I'm a nigga walk up here, throw this drink in your face, and let you know what's up.
Oh, you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Try me.
that won't be good, man.
I'm Himothy.
That won't be good, bro.
I'm Himothy though.
That won't be good. That won't be good. That won't be good. That won't be good.
This man, 40 years old, said, "I'm Himothy."
Look at them boots. Them boots bigger than him. Look at these. He think he tough.
That's them Birdman lugs.
Look at him. Nigga, you ain't doing it.
For those that are wondering, he's about 5'6". He's about 5'6". On some nigga shit, man. Bro, this crazy.
Man, see, that's the shit I be talking about, bro.
He tried to throw on the cape and get some points. I told he be tricking, bro. Like, cause Myron on his show, bro, it be majority of other races than black women on his show. He done kicked out way more nationalities of other women on his show than black women. Do he be saying some wild shit to black women? Usually he don't do that shit when he matched the energy. I done saw some usually it's some girls that be going on there, they be kicking it, they be cool, and they don't be like on his side, but they can carry a conversation, and he don't be disrespectful saying you dumb bitch to them. He be saying the dumb bitch to the chicks that just be wilding. They ain't got no home training.
Yep.
Now I ain't saying black women ain't got no home training. I'm just saying the ones that be doing that shit. Cause there's black women that been on there and they done just kicked it and nothing happened.
Yep.
Right. So what he tried to do is put the cape on, but he did it like wrong, right? I have no problem with him trying to defend black women, but if he could have articulated himself and not be drunk and just doing innuendos and shaming tactics, and that shit don't work, bro. Like, and then he threatened to throw a drink in the face. There was nothing to defend, bro. He just came up there just on that yak and wanted to talk. That's it. That's what I think.
Okay, so this is why I said we need to figure out a day to get together and just this entire stream just dissect the shit. But because there was a black chick that came on there on some dumb shit.
Oh, this whole video.
Yeah, we gotta do the whole video.
Listen, we can do it impromptu. If y'all ain't got shit going on Thursday, we could do one Thursday.
No, I can't do that. I'm driving home, man.
Oh, okay.
About to pop some fireworks, kid.
Hey, we'll figure it out. We can do an emergency dissection. Even if we just record it on the back end and drop it as a premiere.
Could do that.
But my thing is, all the black women, well, I got to get away from using all. We on the internet now. Most of the black women worth a damn ain't sweating none of this shit.
Facts.
No.
It's the ones in the middle of their identity crisis that really be flaring off and tripping out in, XYZ.
They find the ones that be finding themselves and working on their mentality and their spirituality.
Courtnee just did a damn stream where he was talking about, the last Pop the Balloon, how this dude was, stood on what he believed in. And it's another kind young lady. She
crashed out.
Made a whole crash out video off the strength. And it makes no sense. But it's like, it's always the ones in the middle of an identity crisis.
Yep.
They've been told something for so long.
They don't know what they stand on. They don't know what they believe in. They know what they want to believe in, and they want to force everybody in a direction, but they not even half-assed in that direction.
Yep.
But these chicks don't understand, like, just because what they call passionate, pretty much is fucking anger.
Passion is for the bedroom, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. People just because you feel.
Get out my face. Put that shit on my nuts.
Yeah, no, you can't. People support them all the time because they do dumb shit like that, but they angry and they're like, "Yeah, you've been a strong black woman" or some shit like that. It's the dumbest shit in the world. So, and they just, I've never gotten that concept that when people are talking about black people, it's usually they're doing something wrong, and it's like you don't support your people. Like, motherfucker, they're doing something wrong. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, it ain't like some dude getting picked on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like fucking Calvin going to McDonald's, bro. It's fucking bitches acting wild, acting stupid, fucking doing the most at fucking Popeyes, throwing shit in people's faces and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You remember what I said? You remember what I said? They support degeneracy, right? So most people, like I said, most men get some type of mentor, whether that's a football coach that he's kind of like your mentor, not officially, but like it basically is, because you seeing how they carry themselves. You might have a band director that you seeing how he carry himself. You just around men of means and have something to lose and got families and shit. So that kind of puts you in the mindset like, the way I'm going, I'm overly emotional, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That ain't how they moving, but I'm seeing how great they are. So that's the reason why that happened. Women, on the other hand, when they see degeneracy, they kind of lean into that shit on some shit, because can't everybody being accepting of it. So if you loud, obnoxious, guess what? Guess what they say? She's unapologetically her, and she's living her truth.
She's strong.
And she's strong, and y'all just can't handle, or you can't handle her. So when you doing that, when you going in that direction, this what you produce right here.
Yeah, but living in truth is not struggling. A lot of these motherfuckers is struggling. That's not your truth. That's your survival. So quit lashing out on me because you struggling to survive.
Right.
I'm trying to help you. It's like when you see all them fucking, when you watch National Geographic and shit, the animals that's supposed to murk your ass on sight, if they get caught in a bear trap or something like that, they start giving you puppy dog eyes.
Mm-hmm.
When you go and save them, they look at you like, "Ooh, I'm hungry. I could fuck your ass up right now, but you just saved me." Then they limp off.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Next time, though, don't be around me next time.
I always see niggas try to rip their arm off.
Yeah, but then you come over here with these humans, and then these motherfuckers want to rip your head off the rip just because they not so. I could help you, but you need to calm down. Quit flailing around and stuff so I can get this damn fish hook out your ass. So I can, you know what I mean? I can get you out this net. I can get you out this bear trap. And then we can figure something out. But you want to lash out on me off rip.
I don't think a lot of women.
So then it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if I don't help you, it's like, oh, he's just a weak ass motherfucker anyway. Then if I do help you, oh, motherfucker, what the fuck you helping me for? I got it. This shit, give me some ass then. You go back and suffer in your damn.
Just because you help me, you think you deserve ass? That was such that's misogyny that you're spewing. Oh my God.
I don't care if I deserve it. That's what it's designed for. Come up off it.
I think I think a lot of women don't care how they are perceived until it's too late. They want you to perceive them as gold and all that type of stuff. So when it gets to a point where men are saying like what they're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, they can't handle it because they have been told that it's okay to act like that. It's okay. You don't know him, don't it? No. So why the fuck he ain't got shit to say to you? What he says is irrelevant, girl. Do you boss up, bitch, and shit like that and all that. She living her truth. She unapologetic herself. I done seen a woman say, yeah, I'll beat a dude up. I'll hit him and whatever. I hit him all the time and this, that, and the third. That's just how I am. I grew up that way. I fight dudes, and it is what it is. He ain't even got to touch me first. I'll put hands on him. I'm seeing girls in the comments saying, well, why y'all men complaining? At least she telling her truth. Like, y'all ain't finna tell her she acting like that.
And that's fine. But then as soon as she get uppercut, that's still a woman. You a man. Like, nah, I don't want to hear. What about
that's a woman? That's a woman. You're not supposed to do it. You're less than a man. You're the woman.
Now she got this 2-piece in the biscuit with a side of red beans and rice. Now all of a sudden, you a man. You know better. Nah, she was crashing out. I gave her an opportunity. Now, guess what? She didn't caught this 2-piece.
But here's my problem. Why should I know better than nature? Nature states, when under attack, fight back. But y'all fucking demonize fucking men. Like, I seen this one video, man. I think it was like a year or two ago. This dude was in the airport going through it at the hands of this shorty. I'm talking about going through it. Like, she was getting all in his face, finna hit him and all that. And he finally snapped. Like I said, everybody got a breaking point. He took 2 steps and like 3 dudes ran like, nah, you ain't finna do that. Okay, so if I'm not gonna do it to her, I'm finna do that to you. Cause why the fuck the whole time y'all was over here recording this shit for the last 5, 10, 15 minutes, y'all ain't come get the shorty to fuck up out my face. But now when it's time to go walk down and handle the situation, now y'all want to fucking come jump. When that little chihuahua run up on that pit bull, everybody be laughing. Oh, it's so cute. He think he could take him. When that pit bull fucking snapped that nigga in half, now it's, oh, pit bulls are bad. No, bitch, control your chihuahua.
Yep. Same thing with these kids,
too. He was supposed to do.
Because you got all this bark, but then when that pit bull strike, like, oh yeah, oh now I'm the bad guy now. Nope.
Everybody want to watch Bad Girls Club and all that, and don't get me wrong, I like watching it too. Them little cheeks be jiggling on screen, boy. But get up out people's face, because when y'all don't ever want to suffer the fucking repercussions to y'all actions, and that shit is trash.
If you having conversations, with them, usually what I do is I hit them with, do y'all display some of the stuff that we saying? Is it true or it's like false? They'll say, well, it's not all. I said, I didn't ask that. Is it true or false? And they was like, well, some women do. I said, well, those some women are doing that to guys, so that's their experience. So it's one of those things when we're trying to give you or tell you the experience, y'all try to act like they do 2 things. They try to act like it never happens, or they derail the conversation and they be like, what about y'all? Because they can't talk about themselves, though. They be like, what about the men? Y'all not all the way. Y'all need therapy.
Or it's both of your faults. It's both of your faults.
Oh, it's both our fault. Like old girl at the last thing when we was watching that video, she was like, oh, well, it's both of their fault. We were like, no, it's not both of their fault.
Right. No, it's her fucking fault.
But this is why I like the podcast era, because now the women speaking up, and you can see how stupid a lot of these motherfuckers is. But for some reason, women is allergic to seeing stupid. But it is what it is. Because you see the women, okay, you had Carisha. Oh, everything that I went through, I don't want my daughter to go through. Then why are you still making it a mainstream thing? Why you ain't fucking do things towards the direction you want to do it in? You get a couple of these podcasts, you might catch a chick. She like, oh, I'm on OnlyFans. I'm doing it because, you know, it's a way to make money so my kids will be better, whatever. Or you'll see a chick that, you know, she ratchet as all get out. And she like, oh, yeah, well, see, I know I'm the way that I am, but shit, when my son grow up, I wish a bitch would. Well, you're not holding them accountable right now, so you ain't got to wish too long, boo-boo.
But that's the thing, though.
Down the road. It's coming.
That's the thing. Even you say like OnlyFans, like one that I know y'all seeing that one that chick, she's YouTube or she's on social media. She always like fucking breastfeeding her kids, and she got older kids too. They're probably like in high school, and fucking she's always rolling around. People, you know, give her some shit about it, and then she's like, "Oh, that's disgusting that you even think about some shit like that." Trying to like bring it back on, and like saying like, you know, that her kids are taken care of. You know what shit that kid probably gets in school. His mama's titties are out, and everybody can see them. Bro, come on, man.
That kid was older too, bro. It wasn't no baby. Like that. No. The kid looked about like 3-4 years old.
Oh yeah. No, the motherfucker's walking.
Or 5 or something like that. And she just like, like she ain't even throwing a towel over it or something. She just out there.
Then if I ask for a shot, I'm wrong.
Yeah. Right. Like, the mama will roll over and say, and they tell you how. And they try to tell men that we're disgusting for thinking about that. Like every time I've tried to fuck, a girl tries to show me her titties all the time. So I don't know how to fuck. I'm disgusting. So I don't get like down how I'm supposed to switch that shit up.
You're not supposed to remember when you used to suck your mama titty. You're not supposed to have a visual of that.
Yeah, no, you're not. You know,
he's gonna be traumatized, and he's gonna have a visual because he was sucking his mom's titty. And then
that is
he because he gonna grow up and he gonna be babyfied.
He gonna be like, did I like that shit? You know what I mean? Like it's gonna fuck him up in the head.
He's just gonna be the next Diddy. He gonna throw a bunch of parties and shit.
Yeah, dude. Bro. That's just, and women that do not at all think about that shit. They only think about themselves. They're like, yo, like, You know what I mean? I'm doing this for this. I don't really care about them, really. And they say they do, but
nah, they do it. They do it because they wish somebody will say something if somebody have a problem. I think that's what happens a lot. I want somebody to say something because when I say that, I'm gonna shame you because there's no way this man
You
5
can't
years
shame me because
old.
what I'm gonna say is not what you expecting. I'm gonna ask, can I get next?
And I got next.
Ain't
You
no
thought
way
I was gonna tell you to put it up. Nah, I got next.
Ain't no way you got a 5-year-old still drinking milk out your titty and like not even put a towel over it, just out. And she having conversations with everybody like everything normal. Like
and her teenage
Shorty
sons
out here with
are
them
there
double
too.
G cups. Let me see what that tastes like.
the problem is we like society be lying. So nobody will say it right there. But when everybody go home, you see that big ass kid, she doing that shit. Something wrong with her.
Something wrong with them.
They gonna say that, but because they have to be PC right then. Because if you say something, you're the bad guy, or you the bad person, or you're not a part of the sister club.
Man,
But
I'm the bad guy in traffic all the time. Because another thing I ain't never understood. Shout out to my fucking Latino community. Y'all going through it right now with all these deportations and shit. Why the fuck y'all let y'all women have these little $2 Dora the Explorer strollers and got a 9-year-old sitting in that shit like the fucking feet don't work?
Oh my God. Well, I be saying that shit like crazy around here. I'm like, bro, what the fuck y'all doing? That big fat ass baby.
Kid be big as all get out and got a fucking Temu stroller. Like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? At least
on the ground.
red wagon out of Walmart.
You better get Weeble Wobble up out of there.
I done seen worse. I seen a chick have the dog in the stroller and the baby walking.
You had a what?
I saw
a kid in the stroller and a dog.
The dog in the stroller and the kid walking. The dog like this.
Yeah.
I can tell you what color were they?
You already know.
Probably a Pomeranian. Probably a Pomeranian dog too.
Yeah, you already know.
Let me taking them dogs too
seriously. Yeah, probably like a little Pomeranian, little white little dog, man.
I was like, yo, y'all wilding, y'all wilding, bro.
Bruh. But look, this is a good segue because we still talking about feminism a little bit. So this is a great segue to go into this next topic though. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure I hit that bell notification. So talk about feminism. So we finna go into this topic that's pretty much a hot topic right now. Candace Owens and Princella on the Jubilee. Going back.
I ain't see that shit.
You ain't see it?
No, I ain't see that yet.
Don't even trip, big dog. I got you right here. So let's get into it, bro. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'm
look at that baddie.
I just gotta say it.
Bro, you know what? She hates men so much, but she got the cadence of Malcolm X.
I hate when people like do that, right? Because she's trying to find causation because of numbers, right? Just because there's less women doesn't mean we're under the patriarchy and that's just what it is, right? And we just purposely setting it that way. If you look at things in a certain way, most women, when they go to college and everything, they pick different majors. We shouldn't just be placing people in Congress just because we just need some more women, or we need some more Latinos, or we need some more whoever. You go through this necessary processes, and then therefore you run just like everybody else. If nobody run against you, okay, you win and all that type of stuff. But just because you're saying that's not patriarchy.
Hold up, ain't she the same chick who was just complaining about a chick who was she just having a situation with this chick? What was her name? Brittany Brandy, whatever the fuck the chick name was that she was complaining about.
What she said, like she didn't pay for a date or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. She understood the whole situation about what we go through with these type of women.
Yeah, that's stupid.
This the same chick, right?
This the same. That's why I said she flip flops because she has to make money. So right now she's trying to figure out what side she want to make money from. So she'll be talking about women. She'll be talking about men. before. I think she had a she was doing before she became Priscilla and everything. She had something where she was speaking about like your body and stuff like that, and that was kind of cool because that was a trend, like herbal tea or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now it has shifted to relationships. So now she'll keep on saying that she's studying to become some kind of biochemist or something like that. But if I keep on like after 4 years, you can't use that because it's like now, like how long you been in school? Did you get the degree yet? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now she's just trying to flip flop and she's trying to make money on both sides. I think that's what it is now. She's trying to make money on both sides. Because she's riding the fence. Because when she came under fire because of her relationship with old girl, now she had to play into the whole men situation. So she make money from men. Now, since this is a thing where she going against Candace Owens, now she got all the liberals over there. Now I think she's seeing this is a point where she can step into the politics part now because she did all of them.
So you trying to say bisexuals are dangerous?
I don't even believe it is bisexual, man. I don't.
Oh, she ain't fucking no dudes.
No. I think she like dudes. She just got hurt. That's all it is.
No, she look like a retired Tom. I mean, she look like
got a kid.
She's not really a dyke. She look more like a tomboy.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see tomboy. Yeah,
she got
kids.
She got kids.
On and shit. Like,
but I mean, what dude want to? Well, I mean, she pretty, but what dude want to fuck? She talk? No way, man.
I ain't trying to throw homie under the bus, but shit, Papoose probably got space for her.
Pat. Oh my god, that shit, man.
I disagree with the fact that just because you read at the 6th grade level that has anything. Yeah, do I agree that more people need to read? But a lot of times when you see a lot of people go into politics, a lot of times it's because they're in proximity of it already and they just follow suit.
Bro, she's falling in Candace trap, bro. She falling in Candace trap, bro. Watch this.
I mean, you gotta be able to read, but
you trying to say reading at a 6th grade level, it's not my fault that you fucking found the freak off files and that's what you chose to read instead of the Constitution.
But that's the thing, though. Women are the one who are the most educated, though. So that kind of like knocks her fucking point out because if she's talking about education, then they would be in.
Even that I don't believe in. Women are just the most enrolled in education.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking educated.
Well, I mean, but a lot of these
going
jobs.
To school to learn the difference between a dotted line and a solid line is not education. Y'all going to get art degrees. Ain't nobody fucking going out here and becoming a damn civil engineer and fucking nuclear fucking.
But in government, I think it's easy for these women to get jobs, though. I mean, because motherfuckers just want to fill the shit. I don't think you have to even have common sense.
Oh well, yeah, I agree.
As long as you got a degree, you got a job. I mean, you can do the basic shit. You got a job.
As long as you look good in a pencil skirt, you
even better, even fucking better. You definitely got a job. Yeah.
But check it. She falling in Candace Owens trap. Well, I don't even know. It's not even in Candace Owens trap. She finna fuck over her logic because right now she finna start shitting on women because in the beginning she prefaced about women not being able to be competent enough to have information to make decisions based on voting because she's saying that we have implemented, I guess the patriarchy implemented in like a lot of women's minds that they have to think like us. But we see that on a day-to-day basis. That's not the case. But she just said most of us read on the 6th grade level. So I'm pretty sure she about to try to substantiate her argument. And she's finna fall in this thing. I think she finna call women stupid on some shit.
In the household, do you need to read for?
You said what?
When you in the household, what is there that you need to read?
She said dumb people are voting for the wrong people.
Well, she's saying people not educated enough to read policies and everything. So when people are running,
but here goes the thing. We never asked y'all to come change the oil on our car. We asked y'all to make a fucking sandwich. If you put up at home, what the fuck do you need to read?
I think that's what she's trying to get out of. She don't want to take them at home anymore.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. All these women come out here, start fighting for their life. They start punching streamers in the face on IRL fucking streams, doing all this other shit. And you get a motherfucker with a cigar and some hen dog and a double cup styrofoam out here trying to cape for him. Like, bitch, you supposed to get the damn fucking family recipe from your grandma.
Right.
You was supposed to been out there with your mama fucking tending to the garden. So what do you need? You ain't even got to read a fucking cookbook. You supposed to get the recipe from Granny. That motherfucking chicken pot pie that she been making since 1943 hit way better than anything Martha Stewart could tell you.
Facts.
But this is the thing, though.
Goddamn shrimp Alfredo.
Everybody keep fighting to be on Front Street. Not everybody supposed to be on Front Street. Because right now, when they were talking about World War III, boy, women's show start flashing the titty again and letting that damn coochie lip hang out the panties. They put them balls back up.
But these chicks aren't even saying why women would be better. Like, why they would even be better in these positions. They're just saying, we need to vote for women because they're fucking women. Like, just to put women in. They're not even saying how they'll be better.
Because a lot of women have a false argument. They have this false ideology thinking that they don't have equality, that they aren't equal to men, and all this extra shit, that they have rights, that they don't have the rights that men have, that they can't do what they want to do. Then they use bullshit like
you don't want to do what men do.
Bullshit. Yeah, and they want to be equal to men. And like you really don't want that. You think
they have more rights than men do.
Offshore in the oil field, just so somebody Meemaw can get fucking $3 gas.
Yeah,
bro, they got more rights than we do. I don't understand.
In the middle of the desert, in fucking the middle of Yuma, in 119-degree weather, fucking welding pipelines for fucking 14, 15 hours a day. Y'all don't want to do this shit.
Because it's a false narrative.
So quit fighting for this shit.
It's just a false narrative for them because they think what they're trying to argue is the fact that they don't have the flexibility to do what they want, because you got women like Candace Owens telling them, listen, you would be a lot happier if you were a stay-at-home mom and that you were to care for the children than you would be a woman that's out here trying to do it all and trying to be superwoman, which none of y'all hoes are. You're trying to be superwoman and you're trying to be able to take care of the kids and you're trying to be able to go be this boss babe and all this shit like that just so you can get praise from other people, which that's neither here nor there, because what they want to fight for is flexibility. Well, and because if you look at the video, further, a lot of them try to use her as an example. Well, Candace Owens, well, you got a kid and you have the flexibility to work from home and to be able to do what you do, make money and still be with the kids. But Candace Owens' aspect of it is, well, I'm an anomaly. Everybody ain't Candace Owens. Everybody can't do what the fuck I do. However, but what I do know from talking to other women and seeing other women out here, I found that more women get more gratification from being a stay-at-home mom and taking care of the children than they are out here in the workforce and working their ass off and working 60 plus fucking hours a fucking week.
But when the day ends, Candace Owens goes home and she get her booty rubbed.
Facts.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't
get a degree so they can go work at massage.
They don't want those jobs. They don't want the job in the oil field.
They don't.
Well,
no, they don't want the job in the oil field. They don't want to be electricians. They want to run the shit though. They want to be the boss.
But they didn't want to go to Russia. They don't want to get deployed to Russia. They don't want to get deployed to Ukraine. They don't want to get deployed to Iran.
They want to be the major though.
Saturdays when it's ladies' night at the club. No,
they want to be. They want to be over. They want to be over everything.
They would have had more flexibility.
Don't be Britney when it's ladies' night.
They would have had more flexibility if things stayed how it was when government first was implemented. Because when government first was implemented, only the people that had properties or had investments and all that type of stuff in the country was able to vote. Not even men. Not even all men. If you ain't had no property or you wouldn't know somebody prominent there, you couldn't vote anyway because you had a lot of stake in what's going on in the government, because it'll significantly affect you based off if you got houses and all this type of everything of that nature. Women would have had way more flexibility, because if it was to keep on progressing to the day, they wouldn't acquire debt, wouldn't have to worry about debt and nothing like that, because even back then they were like, we couldn't even have a credit card. You didn't have to, because the men, they was the ones that had to take care of it. You can go, there was this cartoon, the Flintstones. Y'all remember that one? They were like, charge it. They got the credit card, and everybody, the wives went. They just spent the money, and the men had to take care of that. So if it was to progress all the way now, yeah, y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do. People having less kids, this, that, and third. But you wouldn't have to work if you didn't want to. But you can do something if you wanted to. You would have been flexible between that. If you want to bring some more money in it, you wouldn't acquire no debt. Everything into that nature, you wouldn't have to worry about all this voting, all this type of stuff. You wouldn't even have to worry about that.
Even in the aspect of kids, they saying, "Oh, men want to control women's bodies and blah blah blah," and they trying to overturn Roe v. Wade and XYZ whoopty whoopty whoop. Okay, cool. The problem is y'all not looking at data. As a country, y'all want y'all Social Security and shit when y'all retire, right? Somebody got to bust that shit open and drop some kids off, because that's all it is somebody's paying into a system for the people of yesteryear to get paid out on the back end.
Right.
So when they're looking at the population declining and they looking at China and the turmoil they're going through, they looking at Japan finna just be fucking obsolete in the next 70 years unless somebody go over there and repopulate them and all this other stuff. They're like, hey, we get the type of time y'all on. Y'all done sent 15 babies back to the moon, but nah, y'all got to start keeping these motherfuckers, because when you retire, you talking about whoever the next fucking president is at the time is getting rid of Social Security and this and that and the third. They're not the ones getting rid of it. The 15 babies that you sent back that should have been paying into the tax system is the reason you ain't getting it.
Yeah. Hey, but you gotta look at. I think we looking at a logical like standpoint when we say like they want to run. They want to like they think they can do all the jobs. We can do like the welding, all of the physical jobs. I know they don't want to do those jobs, but they want to be in control of everything. They want to run everything. They want to have us still do the jobs, and they be our fucking bosses. Telling us what to do. Like we be fucking like almost like like slave shit.
Nah,
like that's what they're trying to get to.
In theory,
logically, like we're still gonna work. We're just gonna be working for them.
No, in theory, they want to do that. I worked at a woman-led company. The CEO was a man, but all the managers was women. Majority of the workers was women. Everything that nature in corporate. Now in the manufacturing part and everything, it was men. But in the corporate stuff, people making the decision, and everything. I used to go in that office. They depressed, bro. They hated that shit. When they get outside of the office and they talk about what they do on a day-to-day basis and everything, it sounds exciting. Oh, we sell shades and everything. I've actually implemented X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third. We up by X, Y, percent because I had put in a marketing plan that drove sales to X amount and this, that. It sounds dope. They're like, oh, good, bad bitch, high five. But I was there, bro. Some lady came to me. She said, "Clem, have you cried yet?" I was like, "For what?" She was like, "I don't know. I'm so stressed. And this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah." I'm looking at everybody. They head down. They'll start work, and it is not. I'm seeing the real, and I'm hearing other women say the same thing outside of it. Like they get to a certain point, and they'll say, my wrist bent. I don't feel like doing that shit." You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, yeah. Once they actually do it, then they're gonna be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. But in their pipeline dream that they're selling to all these people, that's what they want to be. They want to be little. They think they're smart enough, so they should be able to run everything. So that's like kind of like.
I think they're smart. I think a lot of women are smart, but I think your natural what you feel as far as what you want to do in life is gonna come. And then sometimes with women, it come too late because it'd be like, okay, I'm tired of this fast life, this, that, and the third. I done traveled everywhere. I done did this. I really just want to just sit down and have my boring life with my husband and kids.
But that's the thing. Women are smart. But your smart and my smart ain't the same smart.
Yeah, they're book smart. They're not. They're not like situational smart. A lot of them. Like, you know what I mean? It's more, yeah. They're definitely book smart for sure.
Yeah, but you smart in theory. I'm smart in practicality.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really work. Like
you know how to read the blueprint and tell me how to build the house. You don't know what angle to drive this nail into this wood that's gonna make it fucking hold up for 5 years or 50 years.
And then also you gotta understand like what the dirt is, where you at. If you're building in Wisconsin, it's ain't gonna be like the same building in Arizona. I mean, those plans might look the same, but it ain't gonna be the same. You gotta know that. Like, yo, the weather's different. There's other shit that has to go into it. So I gotta make this a lot better.
Y'all know more about home than we do. If we go house shopping, this house ain't gonna work. You like sneakers, I like purses. This closet ain't big enough. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just like, shit, this motherfucker look real grand. They got a 4-car garage.
I got
she
4
like,
shirts.
yeah, I get that. You like showing off, huh?
I said I got 4 shirts. I don't need no closet space, but the women they do. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, but that's the thing. It just be the things that we might overlook. They can actually get into the brass tacks and analyze.
Yeah.
They got a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah,
that's
we
why.
on go mode.
That's
we
why.
ain't worry about the minuscule details as long as the overall picture fucking come out clear. Now, if you want to walk up on the picture and get to squinting and shit and be like, oh, well, this right here blurry, well, we can fix that on the back end. But do the picture look good when you stand at it from 50 feet away? All right, then shut the fuck up.
What color should the cabinets be? Shit, well, I guess whatever what you think.
Shit, you know better than me. Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you want. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
You don't want to spend too much brain power on that. You don't want to lose all your energy on that little man. You got what color you think? That one work. Look good to me.
That one.
Look good to me. Which one you say? That one? Yup, it look good to me. I can see it.
That one.
You don't want no friction. You don't want
as
no
long as that crazy ass color, we good.
Nah, bro. No, dead ass. But look, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure I hit that notification bell. So look, I want to go to this other topic. So we got 2 more topics. So I want to go to this other topic. 2 black women, they call themselves, the suburban black girl. And they're having a conversation. Suburban black girl.
It's 2 girls. They call themselves suburban black girl?
That's the name of the podcast. It's called Suburban Black Girl.
Okay.
And so they're they're having, so apparently, just based off of the aesthetic of the video, it seems as if they are women who were, who grew up in a 2-parent household, in the suburban area, not just the typical black women that we always talk about, that we always see on the media, right? They on the other side of the spectrum. So we want to see what they're talking about, and then we'll get into it. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it, maybe 10 minutes, if that, and then we'll move on to the last topic. But let's go ahead and get into it.
It's not like we were saying that, hey, if you don't go to college and you're not going to be successful or you're dumb, right? There's many people that have success stories and didn't go to college. I think it's just deeper than that. It was just a question we asked, but there's more that comes with that than just, hey, did you go to college? Yes or no?
I agree. Okay, so this lady said, I don't think Black women are not settling because of education. So many older Black women were mistreated and had no education or finances to fall back on. And I think younger Black women are getting educated and waiting for something perfect, quote unquote, out of fear of repeating that cycle.
Come on.
I agree with that, because
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're taught independence for a reason. It's almost like a generational trauma. It's like you're taught not to need to rely on anybody. And part of that is getting your education and focusing on your career and trying to be successful on your own, because a lot of people are trying to break, generational curses.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely. I know that, like, from experience, the past 2 generations in my family, have relied on men to provide, their lifestyle and stuff. And that's something that my grandmother and my mother has told me from the beginning is, there's nothing wrong with needing a man for something, but don't fully depend on one. Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like the women in our life, well, I know for me, have paved the way to where the point where I'm able to be independent because of the sacrifices that they made to help me get to the woman I am today. Because it wasn't easy for my grandmother, for sure. But yeah, I think that's a huge thing. I think a lot of us have seen our family go through so much and having to deal with so much with a man just because the man was providing.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I'm going to keep saying, providing is no longer enough in 2025. What else are you doing besides providing as a man? And that's just kind of where I stand with that.
Yeah. And that.
So basically they want you to jump through all the hoops. They want you to be perfect. That's basically what it is. So you can't, and mind you, I get it. But that's basically what they're saying. Love ain't enough. Just providing ain't enough. You need to be everything else in between that.
I think they be circle jerking each other too much in the echo chamber about like keep on pushing the envelope of what's the best guy. It's just like what shit we can say that we can top each other on what's the best guy, because like provision is not enough. I even heard women say a good man ain't even enough.
Yep, heard that too.
No, yeah, like, more than that.
A good man, a provider, the job ain't even enough, because now I don't want you to get complacent. I want you to keep on going.
Right.
It's never ending. I get what she's saying though, right? I get what she's saying. Do I agree? I don't know. But what popped in my head when she said that, I used to think women that had 2-parent household, generational people that's being married, they have a different mindset. Now I understand these just 2 women, but now I'm understanding that even the women that grew up in these houses, like 2-parent households, even saying the same thing as the women that was raised in the single-parent household.
They just say it's softer.
Don't depend on a man. Get your own, be independent, and finances is not enough anymore.
But the thing is, when I hear conversations like this, it just makes me think of fucking teenagers talking. Like, if I can put myself in a situation to think like they think, like I said, it'll be me when I was like 16, 17, I had a job. Like, if I try to do anything, and believe me, like I just think they think like a 16-year-old boy. I had a job working at Sonics, and I thought, it'd probably be a good idea for me to drop out of high school, and me and my cousin get an apartment together. You know what I mean? Because I had a job, I'm able to take care of myself. My dad was like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like, like what the fuck's wrong with you, man?" And I'm like, they just jealous because I can do. I don't need them. I can do it on my own. I got my own job. I got my own car, the car they bought me, and I can go live in an apartment. Me and my cousin split rent. I make enough at Sonics. Shit, I mean, what? I'm not going to college anyways. That was my thought. Like, I just think like they think like kids, bro. And I know they get pissed off when dudes say that shit, but they do.
Well, I think I agree with Raw. Like he said earlier, he was like, I think he was saying like women that's not on this type of time, they don't even think like this. Like my wife don't think like this at all, bro. Like, and with the way she was raised, I'm pretty sure she was raised probably like similar. But it's like I don't hear that from like women like my wife and everything. So I guess it just depends on the household, bro.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's one of the 2 things. One, they probably grew up in a household where it probably was a single mother household, but the mother did what she had to do to make sure she get to the point to provide the life that the suburban girl. So I'm pretty sure they grew up in a decent neighborhood, right? Or it could have been they grew up in a 2-parent household where the father wasn't necessarily that masculine man. He was the more of the friend type of man. Baby girl, I'm gonna tell you yes to everything. Which is, listen, I'm not saying yes to everything. Boy, girl, don't matter. I'm not saying yes to everything. I'm not going to give you everything just because you're a boy or girl. I'm not going to do that, because I need you to understand there are certain things, just because you are a kid, just because you're a girl, I'm not going to tell you yes. You're going to have to work for it at the end of the day. And I think what they're doing, they're painting the wrong narrative. They're not teaching these women how to be actual wives. Cool. If you want to go get an education, go do that. Cool. But if you are going to go get an education, make sure you're going to get an education in something where you're going to at least make some money. Now, however, if you do want to be married in real life, in real time, and not just have these talking points that a lot of these women do have, pay attention to the actual people who are actually in marriages and who are actually in successful marriages, and how are they making it work. Because what most people don't understand is that if you are a woman and you have discernment and you know how to get the right man, and you make sure that you have self-awareness enough to know the type of man that you can actually fucking attract, and not think that you deserve the top tier man just because you got that slit between your legs. Once you understand that, you can what you also will understand is this: the best version of you being the best version of a woman and the wife will also create that space for that man to be 3 times more successful than any other man. That's what they don't understand. But they hear so many talking points from other women. That's why there's a whole narrative of single women keep other women single. But when men like us are having these real conversations, we're telling them, look, this is what you need to do. This is what men like. This is what men are telling you what we need for you to stop doing. Stop behaving this way and move like this instead of moving like that. You don't want to listen. So therefore, that's why niggas just say, you know what? Fuck it. You got it. Do your thing, shorty. Don't come when you hit that wall.
It ain't even the single women keeping women single at this point. These bitches just mentally deranged.
That too.
The problem is a lot of motherfuckers was in relationships back in the day and they didn't want to admit how sweet they had it and they was trying to find issues because everybody keep looking at the next person's fucking grass. You ain't want to fertilize and water your shit. You looking at the other shit and thinking it's green and they got turf over there. So a lot of these motherfuckers keep poisoning people because you had women that had it fucking perfect. Y'all was at home. Y'all was getting taken care of. Y'all fucking start watching Days of Our Lives and MASH and all this stupid ass shit that was on TV and thought shit should be better. And now you like, oh, well, we need more. Hey, baby, I know it looked like shit was perfect when you was growing up under me, but it really wasn't. I was talking a lot of shit to your daddy. He put my head between the washer and dryer or whatever. So men are abusive and you need your own money and always have a plan. The fuck you need a plan B for? Shit getting 3-4 times more expensive than it was. You can't survive on your own. Sit your dumb ass down with the person that you chose, that you liked in the beginning, and keep figuring out reasons to like that person and moving together with that person and building from where you at. You're not going to make it by yourself. Right. Most people that make it, they're in partnerships.
Yep.
When you fucking start a company, when you in business, you have a board of directors. That's a partnership. You need to link up with people and build and grow. We right here on Banter and Barter. This is a partnership. Could we all go start our own podcast and get shit popping? Hell yeah. But sometimes it's cool to bounce idea off this person or bounce a topic off that person or whatever. And you grow faster. You build stronger. You can still branch out and do your own thing, but shit. Most people that start one company end up starting 10. Look at Elon. Elon over there fucking got 23 companies under his belt that he running. So, just like 2K always say every week on his shit, y'all bitches think y'all bigger than the program. Y'all not. Because the single moms fucking put their distress in these fucking kids. The motherfuckers that was sitting around at home all day, they putting distress in these fucking kids. And now this next generation growing up, and they like, oh, well, I got high standards. You can't even maintain your low standard. You in Section 8 housing on food stamps and still starving. So how the fuck your standards high? Come over here, sit your ass down in this house. Tell me what the fuck the grocery list is so I can go out and get the money so you can secure all the groceries you need to fucking meal prep for the week. And then let's figure out what we doing next. Like, quit bullshit.
Yeah. A lot of these girls, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm gonna assume
because well, no,
a lot of them don't even. They're not in real. They never been in like a real dear relationship. They've been in relationships that they probably didn't use discernment, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I be hearing some of these conversations that women be saying, you can tell they haven't been in a relationship that required everything that you just said. They haven't, or like you said, they were in one, but they was finding issues because they FOMO, fear of missing out. So they were like, if I be with him, I know I can do better. But one of those things that I noticed with a lot of women is in their mind, where they met you, they feel like that's where you at forever. All the previous men they've been with, they feel like your mind don't expand. You haven't stopped doing bullshit or whatever. You know, you in college, y'all ain't nobody serious, right? But when they get to the point where they get serious, they thinking men that they dated or known before don't do the same and evolve. That's why I said in the beginning, a lot of men get mentors So we kind of get like a real big jump start on what we want, while they plans were the same since they was teenagers. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get my degree. I'm gonna get my degree. I'm gonna matriculate through whatever endeavor that I got, and then after that, I'm gonna buy my house, and because I don't want to be in a house with no man, and he kicked me out, and then I'm gonna find me somebody. But when they start running into these hurdles that you run into life, and everything don't happen exactly how you think, right? They don't go get the mentors or putting themselves around successful people that's doing it right. They want to do it their way. So when it gets to that point, they want it like that even with relationships. So now, just how they iron out the check the boxes, that's what they want in the men. In theory, that sounds dope. I need a man that's he does more than to provide. He has to be emotionally intelligent. He has to be 6 foot. He got to do all that type of stuff. And I ain't mad at what your preference is.
Right.
But sometimes when you enter like a real relationship, a lot of that shit don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You don't want no short ass dude. You got them 5'6". You don't want no dude that's like 5'4". I get stuff like that. But I don't know. I just think sometimes it's like single women keep single women. I mean, single women keep single women. I mean, single women keep women single. And now it's getting to a point that even the women that done seen it, they done seen the teamwork, they'd have been through it, are doing the same. Because I think while they was growing up, they wasn't really looking at it as growth in a partnership and everything. I'm just kicking it and I'm focusing on myself because that's what everybody telling me to do.
Yeah.
I just think loud women keep women single.
They are heard.
What you mean?
So
One's always got something to say.
Get some spotlight, and they in a relationship themselves or whatever. But because they beefing with their man right now, but that camera get the cut on, you beefing with him for the last 72 hours. Now you telling all these other chicks, oh, don't get a man that's gonna have you over here just making sandwiches and doing dishes.
Oh, story time. Oh, that story time. It's story time.
Let me tell you how my man almost had me fucking fucked up and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And you putting out the most toxic shit, but you ain't gonna say how, that man just came off a 90-day run against some money and fucking running some shit up. And all right, so what? You had that one woman that let me give a good example here. It was a woman, I think it was on TikTok, she just did a story time. Or it might have been like a Twitter post, one of the two, but a lot of people reacted to it, where she was like, my man works 6 days out the week, or whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but he don't want to spend no time with the family on his day off.
Oh, yeah, I see that, yeah.
You seen that shit, right? That's another proponent of just loud bitches keeping fucking women single.
Like, she was complaining like he was the problem. She was like, I just don't understand.
Man, I came out here. You was the baddest bitch in the group to me at the time. I snatched you up out the circle. I put your ass the fuck up. And now I'm out here putting my life on the line to make sure you taken care of. And you worried about me hanging out on my day off? Bitch, I need to sleep and recharge so I can get this next week of fucking 90 hours out the way.
And they don't even know what the dumb shit he dealing with at work.
Right.
Like, that man might be fucking sitting in the car before he clock in every day, contemplating just ending it all.
You the
only reason he holding on. Now you were here on the internet fucking throwing the money. He might just say fucking and go ahead and jump off the cliff.
Bro, and like I said, bro, they always try to do that stuff where they meet you where you at. Like, but at the same time, that man, he probably putting in that work and he understand what's going on, and that's the reason why he working to get to the point where he's not working 6 days out the week.
No.
Yeah, because once a man starts a family, most men, especially if they have a woman that's rocking with them, they start a family, they trying to grind to make sure folks is put up and out the way.
Yep.
Oh, I saw a chick.
A motherfucker that might have been lazy, that person that all through high school and college, the motherfucker was late. Yeah. Let that motherfucking crown of the head come out that coochie hole, and that shit look like a fucking portal, like a black hole that you supposed to be studying in a fucking science class somewhere. Now this nigga traumatized for life because he ain't no fucking pussy hole to open that damn wide. That nigga is grinding from that day forward.
No, I saw a chick say.
That nigga got real traumas.
I saw a chick say, when you in a relationship, women don't put 100%. Only go 90% because
I saw that shit.
You need that 10% for yourself.
For yourself.
So that's what you saw. That's what you talking about, raw, bro. She literally was saying, like, you could tell she was in like a situation, and she was speaking from experience, and she was like, I guess she felt played or whatever. So she was telling all the women. Now it was a little quieter now because I think people were trying to see where she was going with it. But I started hearing claps because she was like, when I'm pregnant and I'm having your kid, I'm going to need that 10% for myself and everything. So I was like, yo, that's kind of wild. So you do got, it's like, I think a lot of women these days be trying to mic drop each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the logic behind it and the theory behind it is stupid. Yeah. But they always looking for a mic drop or have a euphemism for like putting words cleverly put together. Like, for example, hey, if you ain't a rock, I can't rock with you. Woo!
Yeah, and that's
like,
just
bro,
them
like
being loud.
you ain't said nothing. You was rocking with the dude that left you pregnant, didn't it?
Yeah, and that's the thing though. So now you trying to hold back that 10%, right? So now on your first pregnancy, I'm gonna give you that. You scared and all this other stuff, even though the doctor say you can still have sex and whatever. And no, women aren't objects. They aren't just used for sex. But hey, sex is the big proponent of why men get into fucking relationships to begin with. Because if y'all was coming up off the sex without the relationship, a lot of y'all bitches would be single.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you holding back that 10%, and he go get that damn Lewinsky from Monica down the street, she put her little 10% on the table. Now you mad? Oh, he cheated on me while I was pregnant. That nigga still had needs.
What that Suki Hunter said.
He still had needs. Your mouth work.
That's what
even if you want to put the box up in the fridge, your mouth work. Hell,
that's wild.
I know he got his own hands, but shit, your hands work.
You got a point.
You was trying to act like the dude got cooties all of a sudden. He the one that got you pregnant. Or, I mean, if you really want to be toxic, maybe a reason a lot of these bitches don't want a man touching them when they pregnant is because they know it's not his baby.
That's a good one, though.
Or do we want to dive down that out?
Ooh. That's it.
Because a lot of them folks be trapping the good man and making him the father. He not really the father. So is it that you don't want me to nut on the other nigga, baby? Is that what it is?
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Pregnancies is not the man's child.
So
currently.
Is that why you withholding now? You got a precious package for somebody else, so you don't want me fucking spoiling their package while it's in there? Because any other time you was down to do shit.
Damn.
That's messed up.
Hey,
I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
No, what I'm saying, like, that's I ain't never think about that.
Yeah.
That's a messed up situation.
Hey, that's real shit. That's real. Hey, that's real.
Raw living.
My nigga. Roll your win.
It's real.
We gonna keep it raw. Let's keep it raw. Why the fuck, y'all was up on me until y'all pissed on the stick. Now all of a sudden you see 2 lines on the stick. You over there thinking about Bobo and Derek, but you in my house because I'm the one that got the motherfucking job in the 401k. And now you like, oh, I'm not in the mood. You gonna hurt the baby and blah, blah, blah. Oh, you don't want me to hurt that nigga baby because you still want me to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because if I put the baby in there, I know how much dick to put in there so it don't hurt the baby.
No. Nah, that's real. Nah, that's real shit. That's real shit. But listen, man, make sure
y'all on this motherfucking camera and microphone and talking about, oh, everybody got a podcast. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be loud and fucking imaginary hurt. Y'all don't even be hurt in real life.
No, that's true.
Y'all treating life like it's one of them fucking R.L. Stein Goosebump books where it's the Choose Your Destiny book. So because the last bitch turned to page 83 and you turn to page 52 and you feel like 83 had a better outcome, even though you on 52 on your story, you're going to send everybody down 83. Then you get to the end of the book and see that everybody that turned to 83 died.
I done forgot.
So you survived, but you sent all the bitches that way. Like, no, get out of here with that shit.
That was a smart play back in the day to do that in those books. That's wild.
The Choose Your Destiny joints was wrong.
I forgot them things, bro.
Bruh, that's a fact.
Had you reading the same book 10 times.
Right.
Bruh, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, man. And hit that bell notification. So look, we got one last topic for tonight, bro. And this one gonna be a hard pivot. This is gonna be a little bit more. I ain't gonna say. I mean, I guess you could say more positive. We're gonna go off on a good note on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a topic that you were gonna get into with the, but I was like, nah, we gotta hold it for the last. We gotta hold it for the end. Hold it for the end. So this is Mr. John Hope Bryan, man. He breaks down the 1%ers and the difference between the 1%ers and everybody else. So we're gonna listen to what he's talking about.
Chance to. What I want to know from you is you've had a chance to meet and talk and sit with the 1% of the 1%, not just the people that have wealth, but they have power. Mm-hmm. They have influence at a global scale that some people probably can't really even fathom. What is it that they understand about money and growth and wealth and power that we tend to miss out on and we don't fully understand?
Yeah, you ask excellent questions.
Thank you.
When you go to a wealthy neighborhood, they're quiet.
Mm.
Just like this room, just like right now. So you can think. You go to a black neighborhood, a brown neighborhood, you go to a poor neighborhood, it's noisy as hell. Intentionally. They value simplicity. That's why you often will see them with a t-shirt and some jeans on. They need quiet because only in quiet can you create, right? In peace, I'm sorry, that you can create. And creation creates creation. Well, all a patent is a monetized creation, right? They understand you can make more money on money than money can ever make on labor. I'm saying this very slowly so the audience can absorb it. They understand you can make more money on money. Rephrase that. Money makes more money on money than money can ever make on labor. Okay. They understand you make money during the day, you build wealth in your sleep. Because it's compounding. Stocks, bonds, home ownership, business ownership, etc. They understand that if everybody has the information that they have at the same time that they have, and it has optimism, willing to play by the rules, do the right things, that everybody, they won't say this, they won't acknowledge this, but everybody actually could succeed potentially at their level. Mm-hmm. They're not interested in that part. They're not trying to, here's where we get it wrong. We believe it's personal. They are trying to hold us back. No. They're trying to get ahead, as far ahead, as fast as they can. That's that's capitalism. That's competitive juice. That's no different than an athlete. It's no different than somebody with a rap or, anything else that you want to covet your knowledge and use your hustle and your unique brand to get as far ahead to distinguish yourself as you can.
I always say to create distance.
Yes, that's what they want. They want to create distance, and they don't mind you having a few snacks once they've created some distance.
But I want to know.
All right, shout thoughts.
Solid, bro. Really solid, man. I think he broke that down so well because this is exactly what I was talking about earlier as far as mentors. Like, you can tell he has that like mentor mindset, and he pushes your mind things you don't think about. Sometimes it takes you a few times to listen to it for you to understand what he's saying because you're not used to having these type of mind pushing conversations. So it's one of those things you'll ponder on and you kind of reflect and like, damn, man. So basically I'm bullshit. I need to at least start heading in this way of thinking to get where I need to be instead of having these 3 jobs. And I've turned around, I've been working these 3 jobs, or I'd had 3 jobs for 10 years and I haven't had any, substantial movement in my life. I'm stagnant, even though I got these three situations. So that money while you sleep, that's not the first time I heard that.
Right.
The first thing, it's the first time I heard about the, but it makes sense with the quiet neighborhood versus the noisy ones. I was like, that's a thing. I was like, dang, that's a good one.
Yeah, that money on money makes money. It definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you'll bust your ass trying to, like you said, doing laborious stuff. You'll get paid, but I mean, return is way better if you actually put it into something. I mean, even me, I'm trying to get into on these online auctions, trying to buy a few things on there so I can flip it and make some money. I actually just won one of those 49-inch fucking wraparound monitors for like $6. Oh shit!
I need to get back to my marketing bag.
Try to figure this out.
Yeah, you do. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on it.
Oh, people spend a ton of money on marketing. Do I need to look?
Clem is Macaroni Tony. He's the professional.
Dude, I did that for a little bit for Google AdWords. Man, those marketing firms pay a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Like asking companies, like I need $7,000 for ads this month, and I ain't even got paid yet. They were like, "Sure, here you go."
There you go.
because they know that $7,000 is going to turn into like, they probably, depending on what's going on, they can make their money back plus an extra $2,000.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things I noticed with a lot of different, big companies or whatever, is they don't care about, they don't care. And he said this before. He said this. I watched another video. He said, us as black people, if we spend $1, we want 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We want $5. That's why you see what you see in Atlanta. They giving pickup fees and shit. You know what I'm saying? They find every way to mess over you. You get a plate of ribs, you get 4 bones, and it be $30 fucking. You know what I'm saying? With canned macaroni cheese, canned whatever. But he said people with these big businesses that understand money, they put $1 in, they good with making $1.50.
Yep.
That mean okay, we headed in the right direction because now you putting a product that's cost effective. You got the 3 P's: people, product, and people, product, and process. Right. So long as you have 2 out of the 3, you're gonna be okay. If you have 3 out of 3, you're doing fantastic. If you have 1 out of 3, you'll never make it. You'll be lucky, and you'll be one of these companies that die once you start it. So McDonald's, they got process and they got product. People. So the product pretty trash, but they have those 2. Well, product is kind of subjective in a way, but we know that shit. We know that shit trash, but they doing it in a big way. Because the process is real estate.
Yeah.
And the people are the ones that's running it and working it. And they have a process that's very, very efficient, that fast food, stuff like that. So, yeah, I appreciated that one, bro.
What you got, Matt?
So for me, my thing is, everybody been hearing the game since Land Before Time. If you choose to let it stick to your mind, that's on you. If you choose to fuck it off, that's on you. We were always told to take money to make money. So when you get money, you can't fucking try and save your way to success. That's just gonna be another weight on you for when you fucking fall off in that water and you gonna drown when that Titanic sink.
Yep.
Just like now, we podcasting, we grinding. Everybody out there like, oh, y'all be on the internet for free, blah blah blah. Like, no, you still gotta clock hours. When you fucking go get a job, you don't get your paycheck the first day you fucking get hired.
You sure don't.
You get it whenever it fall on that next pay period.
Yep.
And that shit
So you gotta grind regardless. So that's another thing. Everybody out there watching this right on the live right now, or you gonna restream this later? Quit letting people kill your motherfucking dreams, man.
That's a
if
fact.
you got an idea, and I mean that's for me too. If you got an idea, make an attempt at trying to fucking bring that idea into actualization. Work towards it. If you fail, you never truly fail. Nobody ever fails in life.
Until you quit.
Even when you quit, you ain't failed. You just chose to ignore the lessons that was in there for you to try again and be more efficient. If you go do something and it ain't work out to the way that you thought it was supposed to work out. It might have worked out a different way. You got to go back through there. Just like, you know, he's saying he's sitting in the room with all these people that got all this bread and it's quiet. Sometimes when it's quiet, it gives you time to think like, oh shit, I tried this. I fucked off 100 mil. Where did it go wrong? I've spent 100 mil. This shit came back up to 92. And right before it hit 93, the shit fell off. But I projected it was going to be 150 on the back end. Where did it go wrong? If it's quiet, you got time to analyze that. Which is the business mind. I mean, in the hood, yes, people get to some bread, but they hustling. You trying to make sure the last dollar touch the next dollar. These motherfuckers just throwing dollars in the air and seeing where they land. And be like, okay, well, how can I make it land where I want it to land next time? It's just like if you go to people that play slot machines or whatever, the gamblers, they'll tell you, oh, hey, there's a mathematical formula as to winning on these machines. And, you know, you still got to put a little bit of money in there. But if you go to a casino, just watch the people, watch what machines they on. If you see this motherfucker that made, you know, 332 plays on this machine, and it's probably like 168 of them left before it hit, because every 500 fucking plays, that shit hits. Then just stalk out the next person and get on after them. As soon as they get off, go throw your little $100 in, and somewhere within that $100, you gonna hit it big. When you're at peace, when it's quiet, you have time to analyze that shit. When you fighting for your life, like all the single moms, the women fighting their husbands at home, all these people that are put themselves in duress, you don't have time to even be at peace enough to do that. This is a reason why in a relationship dynamic, a lot of fucking women be like, oh, why the fuck I gotta be that nigga peace? Because you want a provider. That's why. So when he just went out there and fought the whole world for the day and he was mentally game planning on tomorrow, the whole time he was out there, when he come home, he not trying to fight with you. That's his analytics time. That's the time where he can get to the drawing board. He can go to the war room and figure out what he gonna do tomorrow to get a bigger bag. But when you over here, oh, you ain't do this. Why this bitch texting you? Well, you know what? Not to be toxic, but a certain percentage of women, that's why y'all get cheated on. You keep bringing that bitch up. I'm going to go over there. Because when I'm over there, she not fucking asking about you. She asking what the fuck I want to eat. Do you want your feet rubbed? Can I rub your back? Oh, what you got on your mind? Oh, this bitch had you fucked up at work. You want me to go beat her ass for you? She ain't asking if you cheating with the bitch. She said you want me to go beat her ass. Get her out the way. Create some more peace so you can get this bread. So a lot of people on the poverty scale, you fighting for your life, you ain't got no peace, you fucking off money. And that's why they say it's expensive to be broke. Because If you got a lot of noise in your head, you worried about the next bill. You worried about the next paycheck. You live in check to check. Your checks ain't even touched long enough for you to save $50. You don't have the peace enough to think about how I could use this extra $50 to make it $100. You had an extra. But those people in them rich neighborhoods, it's quiet. The loudest noise they have is when the landscapers come through cutting the lawn. And even then, they meet at the mailbox and they politic and they scheming on making more money. Oh, hey, Bob, whatever. I see you leaving the other day. I was on flight track or whatever. I seen your plane just took off. Oh, you went to Germany? What you was doing over there in Germany? Oh, well, I was trying to get some new hops for my brewery to make a special batch of beer or whatever. Oh, okay, well, my homegirl over here, she stay in Ireland. She could plug you in over there. That's things that they do at the mailbox. You over here at the mailbox in the hood. You in the mail room like, oh, shit. I hope ain't nobody broke my damn fucking box open and stole my damn tax returns. You fighting for your life. So, I get what he's saying. When you have more peace and prosperity go together. You can't fully prosper in turmoil. Yeah, you watch the Biggie Smalls movies and all that, and they was in the closet in the hood, and fucking they still recorded their mixtape, and they made it out. But you realize a lot of them people that start in the trenches, they don't stay in the trenches when they get that bread. They go find them some peace. Chief Keef put up in L.A.
Yeah.
They calling him the king of fucking drill music. All the real drillers, they sitting in the mortuary right now. They in the cemetery. That's where they found their peace at. They couldn't find it on the block. They hustling for some most money to get some studio time. Zach TV was out there just trying to fucking document the shit and run up a bag. Y'all offed him. If he would have fucking went to Hollywood and started the Tyler Perry Studios, he'd have been all right. So, I don't know. I agree with everything that he's saying. And a lot of people need to figure out how to cancel all the noise out and really get some conversations that move themselves forward. Because you got that dude running down on Myron about black women. No. When are we going to start ignoring these black women that ain't the best for the community and actually upholding the ones that should be the role models? Y'all motherfuckers upheld Michelle Obama for the longest, and she trashing the fuck out of black men. But I bet you if we do a podcast dedicating to tearing her ass down, everybody and their granddaddy gonna be in these motherfucking comments. Oh my God, why y'all? Do you not see what this woman is doing? I get where Mike Tyson came from when he was like, oh, fuck a legacy. When you die, the shit's dead. Like, ain't nobody finna remember me in 50 years. I get that. No, but I get what he was saying. He was like, shit. Yeah. Mike Tyson pretty much was like, no, I'm gonna just leave it all on the table.
That's fair.
I'm not here to control what the fuck you think about.
Yeah. If
you think highly of me, so be it.
Yeah.
I'm just a motherfucker that made it out the hood, beat some ass and got paid for it. That's what at the end of the day, he was like, hey, I was fighting for my life on the streets. If you ever have to go against me in the ring, just keep it in the back of your mind that as long as you standing up, I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to die today, when I hit you, lay down. That's all he was saying. Now, if you want to say he's a good person, a bad person, whatever, he's like, hey, when I die, I ain't got to worry about that shit. That's y'all arguing. We still arguing about rings and all this, who's the best basketball player, whatever. Motherfuckers can't speak English. They know how to buy some Jordans. Everybody ain't buying Iversons. Everybody ain't buying fucking Kobe's. They ain't buying fucking LeBrons. They buying Jordans. So I don't care if you got 52 rings or no rings. Some people got all them rings. Shit, I seen you going over the ring debate. Some of the names you mentioned, I ain't know because I ain't dig that deep into basketball history. But I know a Paul Pierce. I know a KG.
Mm-hmm.
I know a fucking Allen Iverson. You talking about practice?
Mm-hmm.
I know that. I know Jordan. I know Shaq. I don't know no damn Bill Russell. I ain't know Chuck Taylor played basketball.
The Chucks?
We ain't wear Chucks. I ain't seen people wearing Chucks until fucking Wiz Khalifa was rolling blunts. Used to get fucking clowned on for wearing Chucks. This shit came back around. So
yeah, but yeah, that's the thing though, bro. And that's why I'm glad I came across this video today, this 1% thing, because a lot of people, and one of the biggest things that stuck out to me, because yeah, I've heard the money makes money, spending money makes more money. We've all learned that, we learned that if you're in the Patreon, say you're a bad chaser and different things like that, you already understand that, right? And so I think one of the biggest things that kind of stood out to me is the fact that when a lot of black people, they use it as an excuse of, it's the white man holding me back. That's the thing that got me. It's like, exactly. Them niggas ain't stunning you, bro. Because once you get the bread, once you got it, your mind, the way that you think is not the same anymore. You're not thinking about being a president, and you already understand that it's not the man that's holding you back. It's you. You holding yourself back. Everybody has an opportunity. I get it. Not everybody's able to live in the suburbs. Not everybody is able to live in a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home. Some people have to come out of the trenches, but that still doesn't mean the opportunities aren't there or available for anybody. We got libraries everywhere. Now, of course, don't nobody know about the libraries, but guess what? What's the next big thing? That thing that we use every single day. Everybody in the hood got one, whether you on Boost Mobile, whether you on, no matter what, you got it. And that thing called the iPhone or Samsung. Everybody has it. But a lot of people are too busy scrolling and talking about toxic shit, talking about, I need a man to not pay. I ain't going 50-50 with no nigga, or I'm just trying to bust this hoe down for a real one. All this extra shit that they talking about instead of figuring out how to get to the money. If all it takes is a little switch, like, all right, bro, I need to figure out how I can get to this money. And now that we got AI, we really don't have an excuse. I can give you a prime example. This entire platform, this entire title, everything that's in the thumbnail, strictly from AI. And that should be Patreon content that I just said that. But everything was created from that. And I might clip this out and put it in the Patreon. But clip this out and put it in the Patreon. But that's just where the world is going. And so we are at a point now where excuses are no longer valid. They aren't, regardless of where we are in the world. They aren't valid. If you aren't finding different ways to get to your money and get this bread on any level, it's on you. It is what it is. You can't point the finger at nobody else. We all, I know everybody on here right now on this platform does not feel oppressed on any level. I don't feel oppressed. Ain't nobody got a gun to my head right now telling me, AC, you need to cut this fucking camera on and do this YouTube. But
I mean, not no more.
and that's the thing though. We understand what this can bring. We understand what we're working towards because we've been resourceful. We've seen other people do it. We've seen other people have the success in it, but we're doing it our own way. We're doing things. We may be implementing different things, but we're learning from other people and we're implementing different things. And we're doing this exact same thing because we know what's going to come in the future and we're working towards that shit. That's why we up 3 fucking hours in this live stream right now.
No, that's facts.
When
I was in the hood, I felt
work in the morning.
Yeah, and Macaron Tony got to go to work in about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying?
About 3 hours.
In about 3 hours. And so, but that right there just goes to show you this is something that's the proof is going to be in the pudding. All the shit that y'all see right now in real time, yeah, it may be small right now, but when we get to that point of the 100Ks, 200, 300Ks, you're going to look back like, yeah, these niggas was doing this shit a long time ago. They've been tapped in for a long fucking time. They've been locked in.
But that's the thing too, that people don't understand. The 9 to 5 pay the bills.
Facts.
5 to 9 build a future.
Facts.
So you can go 9 to 5 and just pay bills your whole fucking life and fuck off your 5 to 9 playing video games and doing all this dumb shit, chasing these hoes or whatever. Or you can dedicate that 5 to 9 to locking in on something, doing some research, trying some shit, building some shit in the back end to where eventually that 9 to 5 might actually end up a hindrance. Now you at a crossroads. Do I stop this to continue this, or do I stop this and just stick with this?
And that's a good problem to have.
I mean,
that's a great problem to have.
That's the more money, more problems, not no baby oil.
No, that's all. Anybody got anything else?
Nah, bro, that's what it is.
I mean, overall, he cooked, so I ain't trying to be preaching to motherfuckers. They ain't gonna listen, no, but the whole thing they finna.
The only thing is, as long as we get one person, because it's always gonna be one. If we get one person, we did what we supposed to do.
Yeah, they listening. Now if they gonna take action, we need that one person. You know, all the time. That's how it grows. Because I did have my entrepreneur hat on at one point in time. I had all this information. I had a mentor, and I just had this life, like mind shift that totally like got me to where I am today. And I tried giving the information to people, bro. I even almost got in a fight with somebody because I guess he was like, I wasn't like arguing with him. I was just giving him information. He was like, nah, bro, you can't do that shit. I'm like, yes, you can. You can do it. He was like, no, I can't. No, we can't do it. We can't. Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it. And he was trying to argue me down. And I was like, oh, shoot. Went to my mentor, said that shit. He said, you can't rock with people like that because they got a limiter on their mind.
And that should be so funny to me because they say, oh, it's small at the top. Have you ever caught a flight? You know how big it is when you in the sky? The top big as fuck. You ain't shit but a decimal when you get up there.
Yep.
Yeah, opportunity is there.
It's there.
The bottom is overcrowded. It's space up top. You just gotta get there. And a lot of those people at the top, they ain't got no fucking friends. They want some friends.
And I started understanding the reason why. One, you're gonna be so locked in for a little bit to be the master of whatever you got going on. And they things happen. Sometimes they think you fake or whatever. I think that's the least of it. But other times it's just you moving in a direction that's you just moving in a certain direction. And you might have a crew of friends. That direction that you're going is unfamiliar with them and they don't want to come with you. They want to do it how they want to do that because they was told that go to college, matriculate through this and do that, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes that mind shift other things in your life. So that mind shift to have you thinking about other stuff that may affect, with whatever you got going on and you looking at things different. I think the number one thing with a lot of people, they just like Courtnee was saying, is just the work ethic. It's very, very. We got everything that we need to be successful in today's day that most people can utilize. You still got to do the work though, because you got a lot of people these days. It is a lot of people these days that understand the power of AI and all that type of stuff. So they're using that too. But the thing about it is, are you doing it better than everybody? And sometimes that work ethic to get to that point, it takes a lot. And you got to transform your mind on some stuff. Man, you got to become like I ain't even gonna say a narcissist, but you really got to think about yourself so you can push yourself through that line. And you got to have less people around you that's stopping you from that. And you got to get around people that want it as hungry. They as hungry as you. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start forming this thing. You're going to be thinking about them. I'm like, I know they doing something right now. I need to be doing something. But the other friends, ain't nothing wrong with they ain't on your, the same kind of thing. It's cool like that. but they bullshitting. Well, not bullshitting, they just doing their thing, right? They doing their thing, and they successful in their own right. But I think some people, like, if you can find some weed and you can find some alcohol to pay for, and you saying you can't do something to push yourself, that's a problem right there. Because how much, if you broke and all that type of stuff, but you can find weed and you can find alcohol, you can find a free something to become good at and make some money off of.
Yep.
I'm a living proof of it. I got free resources I've been learning Excel for the last like 7-8 years, and I always use free resources, and it got me to where I am today. So I went to school for marketing with a concentration in sales, but at that point in time, Facebook and advertising that started coming in, and my stuff were pretty much useless for real, only just to say I got a degree so I can get a job. Yeah. But I saw while I was working at a job that I wasn't feeling like I was going to be there forever, and I was seeing how people was using Excel everywhere. So I said, man, I need to learn that, and I'm glad I did because it got me to where I am today as a data analyst. So that's the kind of mindset you got to have, but I don't think a lot of people look at that in that perspective, even when you're trying to tell them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the thing too. Ain't nothing wrong with the drink and the weed and stuff, but at the end of the day, if it's your fucking coping mechanism, then that's kind of keeping you where you at too.
I wasn't saying as something was wrong with it. I'm saying if you could find it, I'm pretty sure that same work ethic that if you're broke and you saying you can't, I'm pretty sure that same work ethic to get that you can apply it for you.
Oh no, I get 100% of what you're saying, because what be blowing me be people that be homeless and shit always got a cigarette
every time. Yeah, they'd collected enough $4, dog.
But I ain't never seen a homeless person not have smoke. And I'm sure, like in the 80s and stuff, when crack was rampant and all that, them fiends made it do what it do to get that next hit.
Yeah.
The ones that get me are the ones who get mad if you try to give them some food.
Oh,
hey, man, give me goddamn money, man.
All right. Man, when I was a kid, I got a story about that, bro. I remember I was hungry one time. I was a kid. And my mom, she used to take me to this barber school to get my haircut because it was cheaper to get your haircut at the barber school. Plus, it was practice for all the motherfuckers that was learning, right?
Yep.
So this dude was begging. He was like, oh, I want some money. I just want some food. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. My mom kind of wasn't going, but he just kept pressing forward. He kept saying food, food, food. So she like, all right, fuck it. She kind of still ignored him. Dropped me off at the motherfucking barber school. I'm over there waiting and shit. She come back later. She had a bucket of chicken from KFC. Mind you, I'm starving. We done been out ripping and running all day. I ain't had no snacks or nothing. I'm starving. I was like, oh, okay, she done got some damn food. Like, we finna eat some KFC today. I'm over here geeked and shit. Man, tell me why I get my hair cut. We walk up out that bitch. We walk past the dude, and she was like, oh, excuse me, sir. You know, you said that you want some food. I was busy at the moment, but, you know, I went and got you something. Hand this man the bag. This motherfucker threw the fucking chicken.
Oh, no.
There's chicken everywhere. Pigeons and shit flying down the table.
Hell no.
You talking about you want to piss a black person off? Throw some fucking fresh chicken on the ground.
Well,
bro, I ain't want to run somebody's face so bad in my life.
Hell no.
He was like,
oh man, hey,
you don't know what the fuck I want to eat. Just because I said I wanted for some food don't mean you gonna give me some food. Like, hold on, bro.
Like, hold on, big dog. Like, what you got going on, bro?
Like, shit, at least take the shit back to camp and give it to somebody else that's actually starving. Like, you threw the shit on the floor.
That shit happened exactly to me, bro. I was in college. This is gonna be short. I was in college and I was doing valet, and this dude got out the car in his bunk. He said, hey man, I need some money. If y'all can give me. And he was driving in the Benz. He had his family. He said, oh, you need something to eat? You need money for something to eat? He said, yeah, man, I ain't ate it all day, man. He said, all right. Bro, he went in his car and got like a box of chicken, got a napkin. That bitch was big. And I was a college student. I was hungry. I said, God damn, that bitch look good. I'm sitting here chasing cars all day because I was doing valet. Man, he picked the chicken up and gave it to him. That man, he walked down the street and he threw it away in the trash. And he looked at me. He said, "See, I knew that motherfucker wasn't finna eat that damn chicken." He said, "That's why I gave it to him." I said, "Damn."
You could have gave him like a wing or something.
Nah, he gave a whole breast.
Now that I'm older, though, that's why I appreciate my grandfather being a bishop and me growing up with my grandfather, and like growing up in the word and stuff, and knowing that, you know, when you give, you just give from your heart. Don't give to people expecting shit.
Yep.
You give because you have good intentions. Whether they have ill intent on however they receive it, that's on them. But your blessing's gonna come because, you know, you went out of your way and you did your good deed. So it's like now when I give people shit, I don't even look back. Like, me and the wife, we went and got some Jamaican food one time. It was some extra food up there. That's like, oh, hey, go give it to the homeless. I'm staring at this shit like, ooh, I got lunch for work tomorrow. But that wasn't the mission. They said give it away. So I took the long way home, drove through downtown, gave it to this dude, and he was super appreciative and thankful for it. Now, had he thrown it away, I probably would have felt the type of way. I ain't gonna hold you, but it wasn't my it's not my qualms to have whatever he does with it when he receives it. My blessing comes from me looking out, because what some people don't understand too is a lot of times when you pray and you looking for all these angels and all that stuff, an angel ain't coming down from heaven to fucking bless you. Sometimes you might be short on $20 and you at the gas pump and some random ass person just magically appear that you ain't never seen, and they get you that gas and you don't even get to see him to say thank you. That's your angel. So sometimes when people are down on their luck, you're that angel too to them. If you see somebody, oh, this motherfucker's genuinely hungry, and you dropped off some food and you ain't over there trying to politic and get a thank you or see why they in their situation or whatever, you were their angel for that day. And that's a blessing of also being in positions that we're in, where we got a little bit of extra bread to where we ain't necessarily check to check or whatever, struggling, because now we the ones handing out the chicken and shit and watching people fucking throw it away. It's like, well, shit, now I kind of see why you in your situation, because when you do get it up, you throw it away, you squander it. Because I don't care how much money I got, you give me some fucking free food, hey, what's happening? Like, I'm going to make it do what it do with this shit. You can't, you know, be down on your luck and then still be trying to pick and choose how the fuck you get back right. So, I don't know.
Sir.
That's a fact, bro. You hit the nail on the head on that one. But look, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And also, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. Look, we are getting closer and closer to 1K. So we got a plan.
We are 129 away.
129 away, bro. 129 away. So we got some dope going on for the 1,000 subscribers. We're going to have some dope shit going on. So make sure y'all share this, like this, you know, send this to everybody, because we're trying to get to that 1K extremely fast, because we got something special for that live stream. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fun. We got a lot of things planned. So once we get to 900, that's when I'm really going to start really pushing it and promoting it. But it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope, man. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. But other than that, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. And we will see y'all here on Saturday. And then we're going to lock in. All right. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Wait.